Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
It's Monday, Albuquerque. Welcome to the program. You know what that means. That means I have to overreact to the weekend because, Griff, my whole house, I was on an island yesterday. I was on an island in my house yesterday because the wind here in Albuquerque. All right, so I had to drive down from Las Vegas yesterday. I was in Las Vegas all weekend. We'll talk about that a little bit.
Lovely village.
So I had to drive down from Las Vegas, beautiful little mountain town, beautiful and historic Las Vegas, New Mexico.
It's pretty nice.
I had to drive down. You know, I got that cover on my truck bed. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
The wind took it right off.
No.
It went whoosh.
While you were driving?
While I was driving.
Oh my gosh, how scary.
Down the road.
No.
I was driving down the road. And Mother Nature said, I want that. I want that truck. I want that Tahoe cover. Give me that. So your boy, by the way, I don't just have that thing for looks. I put stuff in my truck bed. So like in my truck bed is like, I was in beautiful and historic Las Vegas, Mexico all weekend. I had to put my luggage back there. I had to put my things. Now, those things don't traditionally just blow out of truck beds. They ended up being fine.
Isn't that weird?
Well, I understand how airflow works. So
I mean, luckily you didn't have a trunk full of packing peanuts.
yes, that would have been
Yeah.
that would have been terrible.
Confetti tissue.
Correct. Yeah.
That would have been a nightmare.
That would have been the one. Fred, what are you doing with all these streamers? Creating memories is what I'm doing. I saw an out of townie I stopped at that little gas station up there in Santa Fe, like the halfway point between here and beautiful and historic Las Vegas, New Mexico. It's a Maverick. So I stop up there, stretch my legs, use the restroom, top off. So there's a townie with North Kakalaka license plates.
Okay.
And she's got a tumbleweed in the grill of her car.
Nice.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
And she's like, oh no, I killed it. And I'm like, ma'am, I know you're not from here. You have to register with the state whenever you kill a tumbleweed here. She's like, what? She's taking pictures of it with her iPhone. I'm
What
like,
did she think it was? Like a really dry octopus?
dog, she thought it was like, yeah.
An
She thought it was a
animate
sea
object?
creature that lived in the desert. And I was like, oh, I'm a townie now.
It's
I'm
like
messing with out of towners.
the creatures that they turn into loofahs?
That's what she thought.
Is that what she thought she killed?
There were so many driving back from beautiful and historic Las Vegas, New Mexico yesterday.
So many North Carolinians?
Yeah, well, there was one too many for sure, but there was too many tumbleweed boys.
Oh, sure.
It was like an ocean of weed,
Yeah,
a negative,
ocean of weed.
negative connotation.
Hey, speaking
You're all
my
trying to
language,
dodge
brother.
in and out.
Griffin's like, I got my suit. I'll go for a swim in an ocean of weed.
Playing New Mexican Frogger.
That's literally what it was. So funny. The wind was brutal though. So it took my Tahoe cover off, knocked the internet out of my house. So like, you know where I live, Tramway and Copper there. So there's only like one
Don't get any
pole.
closer than that.
Yeah, I'm not going to get yeah. You don't get addresses. Like
Okay.
this city's big enough to where no one is going to go over and wait at the intersection of Tramway and Copper at exactly 7:15 when I'm driving home tonight after the show. No one's going to
Or,
do that
For a truck with no
with no Tahoe
with no
cover.
Tahoe cover on it.
So I'm actually burying the lead on this thing. So I ended up fixing it.
Oh, that's nice.
So the cover, it blows off, but it was the way it blew off is like if you were to peel the tin back off of a sardine can. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Sure. Little roly boy.
Little roly boy.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to like pull over to the side of the road. I have to do like first of all, I have to thank the God that I pray to that everything's okay. I have to do that.
Which one's that?
It's the one that made me give up scissoring for Lent.
Joe Pesci?
So then I get it down, I resituate it, I give it one of these, and I got it
Extra
set.
little twisty boy.
I give it one of these.
Extra twisty boy.
So I got it set, and it ended up being fine. But then today at the house, like, because I spend zero time at the house, I was like, oh, I'll do some work. No internet. There was no internet.
No
'Cause
internet all
that-
day today.
Whatever that thing fell, that
Yeah.
thing.
2 transformers fell today.
One at my house, and where?
One, an actual internet providing transformer fell down.
What are you talking about?
And then also the Transformer right here on 4th and Lomas,
The robot in disguise?
Allsups to Miss Prime over here.
Yeah.
He fell over.
That's a good
He
one.
got hit by a truck. Or Optimus Primo. You choose.
Oh, hold up. So the wind didn't knock him over?
No, a truck did.
Oh, that's bogus.
The wind knocked the truck into the Transformer, and then
I
the
didn't hear
Transformer
about
fell
that.
over.
Like
was
one
all-
block from here?
He was all hunched over the truck like he's about to make more little Transformers.
Well, I don't know about you, but that to me sounds very autoerotic.
it is.
You want that one, Griff?
Cut
You,
that.
you want to turn your mic
That was
on
a
for
good
that
one.
one?
That
Yeah,
was a good one.
pretty good laugh. Because auto, like the car. Hold up. Did they pick it up? What happened?
They were able to remove the Transformer from the Nissan.
So the Transformer was inserted inside of the Nissan, and then what happened?
So part of the Transformer was inserted inside of a Nissan.
Yes.
Thus making new Transformer babies.
Oh my gosh. What type of Nissan?
I think it's like a little silver truck. I don't know the make and model. I'm sorry.
The Frontier. I
I'm
believe
not a
that's-
tiny truck guy. Frontier sounds correct.
Yeah, I believe that's what the little truck is for the Nissan.
So yeah, they knocked down 2 Transformers in one day. And when I say they, I mean wind.
Also knocked down this weekend was your New Mexico Lobos. No more. The Lobos caught a buzzer-beating loss this weekend, and you can add that to the list of buzzer-beating losses that this team just is collecting.
Well, you know I love University of New Mexico sports.
Say it all the time.
And this program is here to support them
Yes.
for their journey to the top.
Mhm.
But for about 4 hours on Saturday,
Uh-huh.
I was a San Diego State University Aztec
How so?
as they paid me to work their audio for their radio play-by-play guy, the legend Ted Leichner.
First of all, I've never heard of Theodore Leitner. Who is this guy?
He used to call games for the Padres. He is way beloved in the beautiful city of San Diego.
San Diego.
And then, Aztec himself, one Joshua Fitzgerald Sushant,
Right.
voice of the Isotopes,
They're very good friends.
got me the gig.
So let me get this straight. You went out there to accept an award for this program
That is accurate.
from the New Mexico Lobos,
Yeah.
which I could not be present. Doubleheader softball and basketball on Saturday for me in beautiful and historic Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Yes.
And then they said, "Hey, Van, since you're here,
Yeah.
why don't you cut a little piece off?"
No, this has been planned for months
Oh, okay.
or at least weeks.
So it's not like you
Yeah.
were ambushed.
No.
So that's what I
This
thought
is
it was.
it was a paying gig.
Okay.
I did not cheer for the Aztecs, but technically I was on their team for like 3.5 hours.
Okay. I'm going to assume the pay rate, and you can just say yes or no without any clarification for this, is just $100. I have no idea what an audio tech manager makes, but I don't believe that I would betray my fandom for the New Mexico Lobos for $100 the way that you just did.
Okay, well, you're used to that New Mexico Highlands money.
Yeah.
Fred. We're talking San Diego State.
You
money.
were not on the mic.
I
You were
was-
pressing on and off.
I was well compensated
It-
for
He
my
got a
tradery.
jersey. He got a jersey.
What is your trader number? That's what
It
we're
was a-
trying to
it
find
was
out
a
right here.
jersey.
So hold on. You now have San Diego State swag as well.
No. I refuse that.
You have the
But I
most-
did wrap their hastily packed Comrex in a dirty Gatorade towel from their bench because they did such a poor job packing it on the way here. I did do that.
I hate nothing more than when an opposing team in a venue doesn't clean up their bench after a
They
game.
didn't set me up for success.
I hate that so much.
but I did. I prevailed.
You leave the door open
For
at
the
home.
enemy.
You clowns. You clown farmers. You do that in the barn you live in.
Not a lot of clown farmers in San Diego, but
You
I
be-
get the sentiment.
Griff, do me a favor. Google clown farmers. See what comes up.
A
I'm
lot.
so scared.
A lot's going to come up. Don't put hub after it.
All right. So you have a number to become a trader. That's what I just
That is
learned on the
correct. I have a
program.
number. Yeah. On the inside, I was like, "Come on, Jamal, you got this, Jalen."
Yeah. And then you muted the broadcast during the biggest moment at the buzzer beating.
Well, I did. The pit was just so loud.
It's always loud.
It is so loud.
How many people were out?
Ted couldn't hear himself talk.
Who? Theodore?
Yeah, Theodore Leichner, voice of the San Diego State Aztecs.
Sounds nice.
And is just a nice guy. I got to be nice to people who are nice to my friends, and he's very nice to my friend Josh.
Josh Sushan, voice
The
of the
one-
Isotopes.
Voice of the Isotopes, correct.
Not
But
the
I
voice
did
of
like it
the
took me.
Lobos.
It took me like a quarter or so. Let's call it not a quarter. It took me like 5 minutes
There's no
to figure out the appropriate crowd mic levels.
yeah,
So I
ambient.
was like diploing these buttons
Right.
the whole game,
Good verb.
like trying to get the crowd noise just right. So I'd turn up the crowd noise a little bit when I
Smart. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm on your team.
And then when there's
No, you bring
like
it
a
down like
jet
this.
going off,
Yeah.
I had to turn it down
I
a
don't
little
like
bit
that.
so
I
you could
don't
hear Ted.
Why didn't you just, and hear me out, because I know a little bit about audio producing.
Sabotage all of them, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just send a min and a max, right? You just put the normalizers on it, call it done.
Well, I didn't even
All
need
you hear are the shoes going back and forth. Yeah.
yeah, just the floor mic is the only one. Well, they tried to sabotage themselves by providing really bad equipment, but
Well,
your boy Van, a man of character,
was it the
and
sidecar one?
integrity and
this
dignity.
is industry talk. Was it a
Yeah.
sidecar one?
It-
Those are
it was-
so crappy.
It was split in half, and all the hairs were bent.
I hate that.
Bend the metal hairs back
Oh.
so the pieces would go together. It
Here's-
was rough.
Here's a little inside baseball for the friends of the
Also,
show
everyone was very nice.
that don't know. Radio is not a difficult job if all of your equipment works. If
Voila.
some of your equipment doesn't work, there's other solutions to life.
Monkey wrenching the whole mother.
Is that a rap lyric?
Monkey wrenching?
Yeah.
It's the opposite of diploing.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah?
I don't like that at
Okay.
all. It's like you taking a piece of aluminum foil and connecting two things, and you're like, I got it. And you're like what is that voice? What are you doing?
I did request duct tape to make sure that it stuck together. It was very wobbly.
Hey, San Diego State needs to figure it out, but not on the court because they put it on our boys.
As much as they paid me, they could have got new headphones, a down payment on a new Comrex. But the game, let's talk the game.
I'm gonna break it down when we get back. You want to do it before? Let's do it right now before we go because I'm fired up.
Okay.
Mashburn goes for 20, should win.
Boom,
House goes for 15, should win.
boom,
Udezi goes for 14, should win.
boom,
KJ Jenkins in limited minutes goes for over 10, should win.
boom.
Outscored 46-34 in the second half after taking a 10-point lead into the half. I don't understand why my team can't win in the second half of games. I, unlike you, Van, would never go and run audio for the Chicago Cubs. My fandom is through and through.
San Diego State took like 20 more shots than the Lobos.
Okay.
The only thing that kept the Lobos in the game was their hot shooting right before halftime. They were up 11 at halftime, Fred.
Pretty good.
You don't lose a lot of college basketball games when you're up 11 at halftime.
Up 10 at halftime. 10.
Oh, is it 10?
It was.
Okay. Your boy can't count.
Well, it's hard. You were busy with the levels.
Here's another level. They didn't get any offensive rebounds. Like so many second chance points for San Diego State. The ball just kept bouncing right in their hands over and over again. And here's the weird thing. The Aztecs kept missing. They kept missing their put-in rebounds. It was a sorry sight to see.
So are you actually telling me my team didn't lose on a buzzer beater at the very end by 2 points? They actually lost throughout the entirety of the game, and you're saying they're secondly bad to this actual bad that they are?
Correct. Instead of
Oh,
not pressing on the last play and making them work to get down the court, they let them just run down the court and drain
so you're
a
not
relatively open three-pointer. But no, the story of the second half was San Diego State gritting it out piece by piece, taking that lead down back to the last 90 seconds.
well, obviously they outscored them by 12 because they're up by 10 at the half.
But it wasn't like a college basketball run. You know, college hoops is a game of runs.
Game of streaks. That's
Like,
right. We always say
who
that.
can pop off 10 in a row, play a little defense, and build a lead. It wasn't that. The Lobos were playing pretty damn well in the second half, and San Diego State kept chipping away.
Well, and I don't have it in front of me, so I'd have to pull it up. But how many second halves can this team just give up? Like it feels like every loss that this team has caught is not because of first half performance. It's not them climbing back up the hill in the second half to right the ship or figure this thing out. It's literally just watching second, and we're talking about overtime losses. We're talking about multiple at the buzzer losses. We're talking about a team that has not in the second half of matchups done anything. They don't win any of them.
Luckily, the baseball team doesn't have that problem, as they
Oh.
thumped their opponent 30-1 over the weekend.
What's up? Ray Birmingham riding again? What's up? Cowboy back?
I saw Cowboy Ray at the game.
Yeah. What's he doing? Just riding?
He's just a dude, bro.
Stays right. Hey, whenever I see him, I'm like, let's ride.
And then the ladies did 111 to like 55 or 57.
Yeah,
Ladies.
they did 'em dirty.
great.
Well, I mean, good for them.
So when co-conspirator for San Diego State Aztecs, Van Nunley, and co-host of Two Men On 95.9 FM AM 610, The Sports Animal,
Okay.
when I walked out half court at the pit, it was an honor to be honored. First
Pregame.
off,
Pregame.
pregame,
They didn't even put you in the actual game.
right before the tip. No, they're very busy with cheerleaders and dancing.
That's
and
true. Yeah.
yeah,
It's the place to be. Now, did anyone ask?
overwhelmingly rounds of applause that I received on the middle of the court. They can't do that in the middle of the game as it will affect game times.
That's a good point. Yeah.
You got hard media timeouts.
Because and also the crowd would not simmer quickly. It would
Back
be
to Cowboy Ray.
yeah.
When I walked down the court, he was like standing directly across from me, shot me a little finger gun. That's my dude.
Yeah, he's a dude.
He's a dude.
Baseball dudes are dudes.
For sure he's a dude.
Now, did anyone ask you where me and Griff were?
One person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and you were like,
It was the guy running the Lost and Found. He was like, I think Fred Slow left a New Mexico Highlands jacket here one time.
okay,
Is he coming tonight?
I do know what he's talking about. So big weekend for the New Mexico Highlands Cowboys and Cowgirls. Softball swept. How about that? First time in like recorded history. So that's a big one. Put it on Adams State. They only played 3, not 4 though. Weather, Van.
Yeah.
Weather.
Got winded out.
70-mile-per-hour wind gust.
Dangerous.
It was dangerous, but they got 3 big wins in a row. They won't make up that 4th one because
Don't need to.
D2 softball. I mean, I don't
Yeah, I mean, come on.
you know what it would cost to travel to go up there, play 2 innings of a game that it's just not going to happen.
For sure.
Just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Big
Once you
one.
got twerped 3 games in a row, you kind of can
Hey.
assume the outcome of the last one.
Oh, they got super twerped. Like 1 run, no runs. Like short game. So the Cowgirls are putting it on up there. If you're a fan of softball and you're a fan of laughing, watch me do these broadcasts. I am in full form during a softball broadcast. There is no boundary. I know I'm only talking to an audience that likes the sport. It is just I am working a routine for 2 straight hours on that microphone alongside balls and count strikes.
Sure. Hey, softball moves so fast. There's a lot of material.
Yeah.
You don't stop.
It's the slowest moving sport outside of when it's moving really fast.
Correct.
Trending this weekend on the Highlands Twitter or whatever was hashtag I like big bows and I cannot lie.
Okay.
And I will give you no other explanation of that story.
I think I know what it is.
Yes, I'm
Being
a softball connoisseur.
that's exactly what I was going to say.
Men's team, women's team, and basketball won on Saturday night, which was very exciting. So they both ended the season with a win. Both outside looking in the RMAC tournament, though. Men's basketball team finished in 9th. Women's finished in 10th. And it was a tough year for the women. They finished 500 for the first time this century, which was incredible for them. So they've had a ton of growth. The men's team just wasn't their year, but a lot of fun, a lot of talent. So winter sports all but wrapped up there in Highland. So I will be here more often moving forward, which is excellent. Baseball and softball. Track's doing very well. We got a national contender. So there you go. There's your New Mexico Highlands update brought to you by me.
Okay, cool.
We need a Highlands update sponsor.
We do.
Like, who would that be?
Maverick.
The second we sign Maverick as a sponsor is the second All Subs calls us and says,
Well, that's what I call Maverick anyways. It's
Yeah.
just sexy Allsops.
it's 100%.
Yeah.
And All Subs calls them. They're like, so you went with Maverick or what? Oh my God. Sorry, All Subs.
Evil.
One NFL team saved $26 million today, and we'll tell you other ways to improve your bank account whenever we get back. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with More in the Morning.
Well, traffic right now, we are seeing some congestion northbound on I-25 between Gibson and Central. Southbound I-25 with some of the Montgomery, that's moving a bit slow, and southbound on Coors dealing with some slowdowns as you approach Montano.
Join Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation for Daffodil Days, presented by Garcia Automotive Group. Buy fresh cut daffodils at pop-up shops on Friday, March 17. Find locations at phs.org/daffodil days.
This report brought to you by Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days, going on now.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The madness is coming. The madness is coming. Ugh, you guys always ruin this. I was trying to be dramatic. The madness is coming! Oh, wow! Albuquerque's home for the Final Four and every other tournament game.
And it's over. This heavyweight battle is won by
95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Progressive presents Adjusting to the Suburbs. You used to associate crickets with silence. But since you bought a house in the suburbs, you know crickets hate silence. If any other creature realized rubbing its legs together made a piercing, high-pitched noise, they might think, maybe I won't do that. Constantly. All night long. Luckily, you can save with Progressive by bundling your home and auto. Now that's something to make noise about. Just not constantly. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliates and third-party insurers.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Finding great people to hire is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's pretty difficult, right? Well, ZipRecruiter has mastered finding a needle in a haystack, so they take it to the next level. They make hiring so simple that it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. And that's why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Here's what it's like to use ZipRecruiter. They have so many qualified candidates that it's easier to find the right ones for your roles. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's a lot of needles. So how do they do it? ZipRecruiter's powerful technology sends you candidates who are a great match for your job, and you can even invite your top choices to apply. So if you want less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Don't miss the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
So we're at I'm at New Mexico Highlands Cowboys basketball this past weekend, right? Okay. Friday and Saturday night. And I'm the broadcaster for the team, right? So on Friday night, we have this. First of all, it's just a good team. It's just good young men. Like, I don't know how else. You've met almost all of them, if not all of them. They're just good student athletes, good people, right? So there's this player, Jalen Domina Lovato. He's went to El Dorado from here in Albuquerque, just a real good, cool point guard. Cool. So he's got some buddies who came into town from Arizona. This little group of like 3 knuckleheads. I don't know what other word to use, just a bunch of knuckleheads. So these kids show up and they went to the bookstore and bought like Highlands practice jerseys, and they had they're just getting super loose. But how many people showed up to a game? Like 1,000, maybe 1,000 people. So they start leading all these choreographed cheers and doing all this weird stuff for their friend, Jalen Domina Lovato, played at El Dorado.
Sweet.
Anyway, so so after like halftime, I do interviews. I'm like, hey, come over. We'll do an interview or whatever. And the 3 kids come over and I give, we were the over-the-ear headphone broadcast headsets. So I give them one and they're like passing around each other and I just keep asking them questions. But they're doing like a bit on like how they don't understand the question. And they just kept talking about how great Jalen was the whole time. I'm like,
love this.
I was like, this is very funny. Like, you guys you're hitting all the funny marks. And I'm like, well, so I'm going to throw him a curveball. And I'm like, hey, I know you guys weren't here at the women's game or whatever. Like, why do you hate Title IX so much? And then they're like, well, here's the thing. Jalen Domina Lovato. So I'm loving it. So after the game, they come up and they're like, hey, we're going to be here tomorrow night, whatever. They're like, going through. I'm like, well, hey, meet me in my office before. So I got a little office up there in Highlands. So they come by and I give them like the flag that the kids run out on the football field with after the team scores. I give them like every piece of accoutrement and like homecoming sashes. Like, I just clear out like my storage room of weird Highlands apparel. So anyways, these kids start getting super loose. Like they show up 3 sheets, to the
Okay.
wind.
Whoopsie.
So yeah, right. So they're doing their thing, and the officials come over to me and they're like, "Hey, someone's gonna have to ask them to calm down." And I'm like,
Love that.
love it. And I'm like, like you're not gonna do it? And they're like, someone here needs to do it. And so anyway, so one of my assistants or whoever runs over, and they're like, "Hey, just not on the floor." So they take over a whole section of bleacher, and they just start doing like bleacher Olympics in celebration of Jalen Domino Lovato. And this, my friend, is what college athletics should be all about.
Love that so much.
This is the energy that is deserved around it. It is not this woe is me, everything is terrible, the Lobos lose, so I hate my dog. That is not the existence that needs to exist in this world. You need to have the boys come across the country to help you celebrate your final 2 home games of the season and get super loose and laugh.
What a bummer. I missed that one.
Oh, they were a hoot.
I was too busy getting paid to be a secret double agent for the San Diego State University Aztecs.
Turncoat, man. is
Yeah.
what you were a
I missed that
turncoat.
wholesome moment trying to be some kind of college athletics James Bond.
They were just so funny. Like, I'm like, sports needs this. Like, where is this
So
thing
how
at?
How did Jaden Demi Lovato do?
Play pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah, he put it on a little bit.
Yeah.
Boys got some win, like I said.
He did he like what was the boost in points and rebounds and assists for having the boys there getting them turned up?
Yeah, I could find out if you give me 2 seconds to click and give me some filler. But yeah, that's the thing that's I think what this game is a little bit lost because we did a bit not long ago on the Juggalobo.
Mhm.
We did a bit on the Juggalobo.
Oh, by the way, that's what he's referred to as now on the San Diego State University Aztecs broadcast.
Good.
The Juggalobo. He's no longer Snake.
Because that's what people are saying. They were like, his name is Snake. And
no, it's not.
Like,
not since we came to town, brother.
Like Lobo and Lobo adjacent representative and fan is like, hey, be real careful with no. Make jokes.
Yes, for sure.
Let's laugh.
Let's have fun with this.
He's there to have fun. We're all here to have fun. It's not
has a lot of fun.
It's not the serious existence that you claim this thing to be.
By the way, in the student section, there was this kid with a dry erase board just coming up with the best zingers about San Diego, just killing it. Like one of their players pays for Bumble.
That's very good.
In-N-Out Burger sucks. Just like
Hunter Pence joke.
Exactly.
Yes.
that. Yeah. Wholesome, but still a hilarious dig.
So good.
Strong work.
Whatever player prefers sporks.
Yeah.
And you're
Exactly
like,
that.
You're like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he is that thing that we hate.
Yeah.
Which is
Doesn't wash his beach towels.
yeah.
Mhm.
He's indecisive, we think. You're like I get that one's multiple leveled. Where is that fandom at, dude? I'm not trying to be that guy right now, but I feel like and I'll use like this station, this program specifically. We've been here what, year and a half ish. Before that, there was a program before us. Before them, there was a program before them.
Mhm.
This is not the conservative talk of sports.
No.
Like know your worth. Like I'm gonna talk about Jake Paul today because that is funny and that is entertainment and that's what goes. And somebody will send an email to the sports animal that'll say, these guys weren't calling for Coach Pitino's head, therefore they're not actual fans. You're actually a loser.
Yeah.
You're actually a gigantic loser. I think it sucks that Coach Pitino cannot make adjustments in the second half. I think it sucks. And I'm not just saying that as like a big head, old head, dumb head Fred.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
He should not be without criticism. But hey, Lobo fan, you doubled your win total from last year.
You're way better than you've ever been.
You doubled your win total. You're relevant. It's worth talking about now.
In a wide open NCAA field.
I can't believe this guy didn't turn the whole program around in a year and a half. Why aren't we in the NCAA tournament?
The door's wide open with New Mexico State shutting down. The nation's looking at us as the only D1 program in the. First of all, the nation's not looking at us.
No.
They're looking at 49 other states first, probably 47 if we're being serious.
The same thing happened at New Mexico State that happened at Alabama, and no one mentioned New Mexico State, nationally.
Right.
It's the biggest news in the country.
Correct.
Concerning Alabama's basketball program.
And we will talk about that. And what we will do when we do it is we will change gears. We will code shift. We will not joke. We will not laugh. We will give it to you in the severity that it deserves.
Mm-hmm.
This does not deserve that.
Also, you know what? Shout out to Morris Udeze.
He's a dude.
He is a dude. You know, I was there walking around at warm-ups, like, you know, talking to the regulars
Yeah.
there. Friend of the show, Rob Portnoy.
Good dude.
You know, the ADs and, you know, some fans yelling
Yeah.
at me from the crowd, giving high fives.
Couple
and
friends
stuff.
of the show,
That
I'm
was
sure.
cool. And Brandon Ortega had this young little super fan on the court there wanting to just watch Morris Udeze warm up. And like he was like perfectly fine sitting there just watch him warm up. And I was like, no, let's change this kid's life. Let's change his life's trajectory. So I walk out onto the court, like not into the paint or anything, like I wasn't a nuisance.
Right.
I walked up to Morris Udeze. I was like, hey, that kid over there is your biggest fan.
Good.
He is a super fan. He dropped what he was doing. He went over there and said hi, gave him some dap, and even more than that, took it to another level. He tied his friggin' shoe.
Let's go.
Cool moments like that.
Let's go on that.
Yeah. I would rather do a segment on what kind of good dudes we have here on
So many.
basketball. We had a clean house a few years ago. There wasn't a bunch of good dudes.
No, there was not.
On the Lobos. There's a bunch of good dudes there now.
Do you want?
I'd rather talk about that than talk about Patino not making second half adjustments.
Oh, 100%. Because how many times could we go to the old hat segment of, you know, if this team could just make the Sweet 16, that's the problem, fan base of Lobos. You're not talking about Nats. You're not talking about chips. You're talking about the round of Sweet 16.
Right.
Set your expectations accordingly, losers. I don't want to have a conversation about how we can't get to the round. We can't get to the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
We're not Elite Eight. You know who doesn't care about the Elite Eight?
Real programs.
Real programs. Up your fandom. Get excited. Be positive. And when we're the last undefeated team in the entire country that is going to be fortunate to get a side piece backup phone call to the NIT.
When you should be going after a 10.
In Albuquerque 10.
At Albuquerque 11.
Oh.
Should be going after that Scottsdale 8.5.
And if I come in here to this program one more time, 2 Men On, The Sports Animal, every Monday through Friday, 4 to 7, tell a friend. If I come into this show one more time, 2 Men On The Sports Animal, and I have to answer to my boss for a dumb email about how we didn't take Lobos basketball serious enough, I'm going to lose it on you. I'm going to lose it on every single friend of this show.
You're not taking Lobo basketball serious.
That's the problem.
Not you, Fred. You fan.
Yes.
Yeah. Round up some NIL money. Go spend some more money at the games. By the way, the crowd was killer.
Yes.
At the pit on Saturday.
As they should be.
Sold out.
Hey, that fan, that crowd, that fan.
15,500 people. It was shaking.
That means we are not currently talking to 15,500 people. We are talking to a hyper niche slice of a pie that doesn't even bother to attend.
No, yeah, we need to. I'm speaking to the people who don't show up for the Tuesday games,
Correct.
Thursday games,
Correct.
who only show up for the Saturday night home games against ranked teams.
Like me, who skips out on getting an award. Be like that sometimes.
Oh, I forgot to put that on the interwebs. I'll put that on the interwebs.
Also from the live chat, the Battlehawks are 2-0. Caw-caw! When we get back, more 2 Men On 95.9 FM. And I promise you that NFL story after this, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The new Crispy Melt Taco is now at Taco Bell. It's a freshly fried shell with a melty cheese blend and your choice of seasoned beef or black beans inside. Try it today at participating Taco Bell locations for a limited time only. While supplies last. Contact local stores for prices, hours, and participation which vary. Tax extra.
And taking a look at traffic right now, dealing with the crash westbound on I-40 as you approach University. It is off on the right shoulders, causing some minor slowdowns. Watch yourself going through there. Dealing with congestion northbound I-25 between Gibson and Central. Also southbound I-25 from Osuna to Montgomery. That's moving slow as well. And starting to see a little bit more of a slowdown now westbound on Paseo as you approach the river.
This report is brought to you by Blake's Lottaburger.
Blake's Lottaburger has been a New Mexico favorite since 1952. They use the best ingredients like their very own Hatch green chili and fresh premium beef patties. And they cook your food fresh when you order it. Blake's Lottaburger, the first there was, the best there is.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Mountain West. And one team is guaranteed an NCAA berth. Listen to the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck, live from the Mountain West Tournament in Vegas. Brought to you by Coleman Vision. Perfect vision. Perfect game. California Closets. Custom closets, systems, and solutions for the whole home. New Mexico look. The best in New Mexico souvenirs and team apparel. And by Rich Ford. Celebrating 62 years at the corner of Lomas and Wyoming Northeast. Mountain West coverage and the NCAA tournament live here.
People who come to Cricket stay with Cricket, just like our customer, Michelle.
As an entrepreneur, every day is different. My phone bill from Cricket, on the other hand, always stays the same. Without surprises, hidden fees, or annual contracts, I can work worry-free.
That's Michelle, everybody, doing business like a boss. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Real customer, paid for testimonial. See cricketwireless.com for details.
Dazzling decal on Daisy's Donuts window. Bold banner at Barry's Barbershop. Prominent poster at Penny's on Park Place.
This is your sign. Well, signs. To try Staples and see the difference. Get $15 off signs, banners, and posters when you spend $75 or more.
From Staples, and I couldn't miss it.
Ends 4/15. Visit staplesconnect.com/printbig for details.
Your Lobo men's basketball team plays at home Tuesday, February 28th against Fresno State at 8:30 p.m. This will be our Lobos Give Day and Senior Day, sponsored by Newsenda Credit Union. Come out and see your seniors one last time while helping to give to a great cause as we raise money to benefit student athletes. This game will feature a special promotion for the fans for the 30% increase in home attendance. You can purchase tickets 30% off. Visit golobos.com/30 off today. We are New Mexico, and this is Lobo Basketball.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver," unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Are you amped?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Come on, bro. The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right, so not going to let this one bleed.
Yeah, we're going to have to let this one bleed.
I'm going to let this one bleed.
Because I'm going to interrupt with an update on Allsup's to Miss Prime. He's being pieced apart right now and loaded on a truck to hopefully be put back together.
What?
Okay, now for the real news?
Yeah. So, Allsup's Miss Prime, which I don't know if that's his real name or not.
I think it's Optimus Primo. Could be.
Today's I-9 Varsity.
We're doing Cholo Transformers?
Cholo Transformers.
Okay, sweet.
So today's I-9 Varsity is the I-9 Varsity of Cholo Transformers. Okay.
Right, I love this.
I'm just making a little note here so I don't forget. And I'm a townie now. Like, I've been here 5 years. I'm officially a townie. I'm driving around on a 1-month expired license plate. I'm basically a townie. So I believe I'll be able to do this. Because I'm now one of us.
I'm really excited. Or you could just like watch Johnny James Instagram videos on commercials. He'll give you some ideas.
I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
That's okay. I'll show you that too.
Is he from here?
Yes.
Is he funny?
Yes.
Why has he not been on the show?
Let's get him on the show.
Okay.
I'm writing.
Does he know anything about sports?
Note to self. I think he has to.
So why? Why would he have to?
He's always wearing a baseball cap.
That's well. Hold up. I learned at a young age that's gang stuff.
Is it really?
Baseball caps are.
Huh. I'm getting rid of all my baseball caps. I'm not supporting gang activity.
So the city I grew up in, if you wore a red cap, you were a St. Louis Cardinals fan.
Okay.
And if you wore a blue cap, you were a Chicago Cubs fan.
Okay.
Those also had other connotations.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, who knew?
I didn't know the Bloods and the Crips were all the way in St. Louis.
Yeah, we have the MS-13.
That's a green cap.
That is, I thought it was yellow. That's Kings. Kings are yellow?
Kings are yellow.
All right, so Kings were yellow because they were Pirates caps.
Mm-hmm.
That was their thing. And then MS-13 would wear, green.
Yeah.
It was all Celtics gear.
Celtics. They went Celtics, huh?
That's what I remember as a youth.
Okay.
So there you go. There's your gang.
Why is Boston so represented in the slums of St. Louis?
Once you get outside of like the 270 loop, which is like the highway around the city, you get into suburbia, and that's where you have "Make America Great Again" hats. They are not the same association as Cardinal hats.
Those are not Cardinals.
Those are not the same.
Those are neither Cardinals fans or Limp Bizkit fans.
Yeah, or Bloods. Yeah. The Washington Guardians released Carson Wentz today, Van.
Oh, that's a sad day for my ginger brethren.
It's a very good day for my St. Louis Battlehawks, who now have an opportunity to bring in former NFL quarterback, 4 year ago, opportunistic MVP vote getter. And was he the second overall draft pick? Second overall?
He
out of super small school.
He had 3/4 of one good season. And he has racked up $105 million of career earnings.
That's crazy. Watch out, Matt Flynn.
3/4 of one season.
He's got one of the weirdest, like, rags to riches, riches to rags fall ever. Wait, ascension and fall. It's the whole thing is weird.
Yo-yo career, if you will.
Yeah, but I think yo-yos eventually come back up again, and I don't necessarily know
if this one's coming back up.
I don't necessarily know.
In the USFL, it will.
You remember when the NFL was like, you know what I think will work? You know what I think will work with the number 2 pick? You know what I think's a really good idea? That kid from North Dakota State.
Sure.
I said at the time, were we on air then? Was that our first year? No, he was definitely drafted before then. But I was like, this is a very bad move.
Anybody from Big Sky Country, you think it's a bad move? I told you were wrong about Josh Allen. You really don't like people from Big Sky Country, and I don't know why.
So Josh Allen's the exception to the rule. But like your boy Zach Wilson, who also went number 2?
That is not my boy.
Stop.
I like his taste in women, but not quarterback.
You can't have one or the other.
You got to take the whole package. Also, the Mormon religion with all of my 23andMe genetic information.
So I just
blaming you, Zach.
So I just had one of those little moments where I thought I talked about something on this radio show, but I did not. Carson Wentz got all the way drafted back in 2016. So I talked about it on my St. Louis-based radio show years ago. And I said, no, you don't take a dude from a joke college with the number 2 overall pick because he only plays against jokesters. There's no one in the North Dakota State Conference, because I don't know the name of the conference because I shouldn't.
Well, look historically how many misses there have been in first-round quarterbacks.
Basically 0.
You're an insane person.
When every one of them drafted out of North Dakota State, though, miss.
Okay, I see what you're saying. But no, the first round, even like sure things. How often is there an Andrew Luck? Is there a Peyton Manning? Is there a John Elway where you just look at him and you 100% know that he's going to be a dude, a Trevor Lawrence? Like, it's so rare. So you got to take chances on these freakishly athletic Big Sky gingers like Carson Wentz and hoping you just get lucky and you hit the quarterback lottery. He's 6.5 foot tall and he could throw the ball 80 yards. What's not to like?
I want to ride this
his results. That's what's not to like. Beyond that,
we're going to bump Jake Paul talk because I want to ride this because I think you have a very excellent point, and I just pulled up the last 40 first-round quarterbacks. I haven't looked at this. We did not prepare this bit. I have them here in front of me, and we'll go like bust or bosom whenever we get back.
Okay.
2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Churches.
There are so many reasons to get hooked on Church's 8-piece shrimp meal. It's dippable, crunchable, downright irresistible, and it starts at $5.99. The only catch, it's only here for a limited time. Church's Texas Chicken. Welcome to the great state of flavor.
What's traffic right now? Looks like that crash westbound on I-40 near University. Looks like it's been cleared now. Things getting back up to speed there. We are seeing more congestion, though, southbound on I-25. That's going to start as you approach Osuna. It'll last until Montgomery. Also, northbound I-25 right now. That's moving slow between Gibson and Lomas. Watch yourself there. And westbound on Paseo right now, 2nd Street to Coors. That's moving slow as well.
The Albuquerque Journal and Business Outlook. When you need local answers, the most reliable and in-depth information about health, safety, jobs, taxes, crime, energy, transportation, or government. Get the answers. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute. Incredible development in Slam Diego. Just days after Manny Machado said that he would opt out of his current deal at the end of the year, now comes word that the team is incredibly finishing the touches on an 11-year, $350 million deal. Little bro to the Dodgers to the south, shipping off a cool bill this offseason. I'm Jim Rome.
Telling it like it is.
When Kevin Durant left Steph Curry, I said, this is Mahomes going to play for the Jets because he has a friend. What are you doing? You're trading. You're not going from Golden State to Brooklyn. You're trading Steph for kooky Kyrie. That is nuts. Classic Kyrie bails.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
It's time to think about your tax refund. And Jackson Hewitt wants you to think biggest. As in, we guarantee you'll get your biggest refund or your money back plus $100. Who offers that? Come to think of it, nobody. It's one of the biggest guarantees out there and why you can't just file with anybody. For your guaranteed biggest refund, go to Jackson Hewitt today. Your wallet will thank you. When every dollar matters, it matters who does your taxes.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code WIN for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WIN for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code WIN.
There's an old saying that the family that plays together stays together. But the family that plays together at Electric Playhouse is competitive. They don't call it Electric Playhouse for nothing. The juices get flowing in Albuquerque's own immersive gaming and dining center. Family bonding has never been this much fun. So put away the Monopoly board, tell the kids to turn off the video game, and head to Electric Playhouse where they can be in the video game. There's 16 interactive areas of games and art where your body controls an environment exploding with color colors and sound. When you get hungry, Electric Playhouse has food on site like pizzas, tacos, salads, and burgers. Mom and dad can even enjoy an adult beverage. Electric Playhouse's family bundle is Tuesday's sweet deal. That's 4 general admission gameplay passes and pizza and soft drinks. It's a $100 value for just $50. Don't have a family? Find 3 friends who like fun and pizza and you're good to go. Log on to this station's website Tuesday at 9 a.m. to get your deal. Find your play at electricplayhouse.com.
The Duke City's home for sports.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's a yes.
This is 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Is Tyler back there? Tyler, bleed this out. Here we go. So, Teddy Bridgewater is number 28 on my list, okay? So this list has got some bad ones.
This is the last 40 first-round pick.
Yeah, but I'm starting with 39, okay? Because it goes back, that goes to 2013, and that's an easy cutoff, all right?
Okay.
EJ Manuel was drafted by the Buffalo Bills in 2013. These are all first-round quarterbacks, okay?
Correct.
I'm going to call that a miss.
Yes.
Okay. Are you keeping the tally or am I?
Not only do I have tally, I was working hard during this commercial break, Fred.
Yeah.
Not only do I have tallies, I have tiers.
Oh, I love this.
Okay.
Oh, I'll build this whole thing out with you. This is brilliant. So I'm going to call EJ Manuel a miss, okay? Denver Broncos took Tim Tebow in 2010. You calling him a hit or a miss?
Is our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ listening?
I believe he always is, to my understanding.
Huge hit.
I'm going to say he was a hit as well.
He was a hit.
But he's actually a miss, right?
He's actually a miss, correct.
All right, moving. And these are based off like their draft rating. Okay, that's why they're not in here.
Okay.
Daniel Jones.
TBD.
I'm going to call him a hit. Patrick Mahomes, obvious hit.
Correct.
Paxton Lynch, obvious miss. God,
Okay. Fun fact, he's one of the biggest misses of all time.
He is.
Because Paxton Lynch is the only quarterback who has been benched in the NFL, the USFL, and the XFL.
Oh, the Holy Trinity.
He's got the hat trick of being benched on a football field.
We met with Christian Ponder at the Super Bowl. Christian Ponder has been sipping the athlete Kool-Aid a little too much.
Go on.
We said, oh, you weren't in on that interview.
No, I was there for that one.
He was out there a bit, huh?
You know, I was out procuring other guests.
Yeah.
And I didn't get like the first couple minutes of it.
The gist of it was,
sat down, it was a little wooey.
The gist of it is he wanted to start a boys club for professional athletes and only professional athletes, because once you become a professional athlete, there's no other way to identify in your life, according to Christian Ponder. What?
Okay.
Can you imagine walking up to someone and go, "Hi, my name is Fred Slow, professional broadcaster"? I would never do that.
Yeah.
That's the creepiest thing of all time.
Are you also a broadcaster?
Yes.
Because you're the only people we can talk to.
It was
says Christian Ponder.
Super weird. Did not care for it. Put him on the miss list. Lamar Jackson, absolute make.
Yeah.
Brandon Whedon, absolute miss.
Miss.
That was all the way back in 2012. That's crazy. Deshaun Watson.
Ugh.
Miss.
I think he's a TBD.
I'm going to call him a miss. Missed a lot of games. Hey, the number 2 slot has been very unfair to quarterbacks. Mitchell Trubisky.
That was a reach. That's a miss.
Huge miss. Teddy Bridgewater, miss. He ended up playing for some time, but he's not a hit. Justin Herbert, absolute hit. Dwayne Haskins. Oh, you're going to go the opposite way than I am on
He's
this.
a miss.
You think he is?
Yeah.
All right, so do I. Kyler Murray.
Okay, I got him on my TBD list.
All right, I'm going to call him a make.
I got a hit list. I got a TBD list. I got a what would have happened list. And then I have Ryan Tannehill.
I want to come back to that part of the list after this. Johnny Manziel's on the miss part.
Obviously.
Jake Locker is definitely on the miss part.
Obviously.
No one is. I missed on Jake Locker.
Same.
I thought Jake Locker was going to be the truth.
I thought he was going to be a dude.
Top 10 dude.
You got a cannon. If he didn't make it as a quarterback, he should at least be like the closer for your Cardinals or something.
Dog, he played 23 games. He was like, I'm out.
I don't blame him.
I ain't got this desire. Jordan Love, I think, is a make.
I got him in my TBD.
Mac Jones, make.
Man,
Obviously.
they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. Mac Jones.
You want to fight on air about this or
Mac-
fight off air? Baker
Mac Jones
Mayfield.
is my TBD.
We got on Baker Mayfield.
He's a miss.
Huge miss. Number one. So you and I had just become friends at this time.
Okay.
I moved here in 2017
Mm-hmm.
after the draft. This was the first draft that you and I experienced together. This was before the show. And you said to me, he's a dude. He plants the flag. He runs to the center logo. He fights with Colin Cowherd. And I said, you are a fool.
Okay. Well, I was talking about off the field stuff, which I'm really into. On the field stuff, I knew his arm wasn't strong enough and he was too short.
Blake Bortles, nah. Justin Fields.
Fields is on my TBD list.
I'm gonna put him on the nah list.
My TBD tier.
Carson Wentz is definitely a nah.
That's a miss.
Jared Goff.
He's a TBD.
Put him on the miss list for now.
Really?
We'll finish the list and we'll get into Van's tiers of quarterbacks, first round drafty boys. Got a lot to cover today, otherwise, too. Fun stuff in Major League Baseball. NFL Combine starting, so NFL Draft Talk is starting. Talk about Alabama basketball, but we're going to do it after we get done telling all of our best jokes because there's nothing funny about it. Today's I-9 Varsity is the I-9 Varsity of Chicano Transformers. What?
Stoked for this one.
Don't think I'm not going to talk Jake Paul before the end of this broadcast either. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Like I'm higher. The world is on fire. They calling for Messiah. Wire, transfers, adding up a dire. Answer, ready, steady, cutting out the cancer.
The Albuquerque Journal and Venue Plus for local insight and answers about pets or puzzles, sports or shopping, comics or movies, events, dining, music, television, and more. Get all your entertainment and recreational questions answered. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
Traffic right now, we're seeing things pick up westbound on I-40. Those slowdowns are going to start right around 2nd Street. They're going to last until Coors. Southbound on I-25, Osuna to Montgomery. We got congestion there, dealing with some slowdowns. Northbound I-25, Gibson to Lomas. And headed west on Paseo this afternoon, Jefferson to the river. That's moving slow as well.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The new Crispy Melt Taco is now at Taco Bell. It's a freshly fried shell with a melty cheese blend and your choice of seasoned beef or black beans inside. Try it today at participating Taco Bell locations for a limited time only. While supplies last. Contact local stores for prices, hours, and participation which vary. Tax extra.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. I'm pretty sure yesterday was not what the Mavericks brass had in mind when they made that deal for Kyrie Irving. Then again, I'm not really sure what they had in mind, or who in their right mind would watch the last few years of Kyrie's act and think, that's what we need. But that's exactly what they did. And yet, I'm pretty sure they did not do all of that just so they could blow a 27-point lead on national TV to a team desperate and scrapping for a play-in spot, to a team of, quote, lasers that shot 6 of 34 from beyond the arc and still managed the biggest comeback of the NBA season thus far. But then again, like I said, I'm not sure what Dallas was thinking when they added the part-time player and full-time franchise killer. And they lost to the Brick Show that shot 17% from beyond the arc. That's not easy to do, but if anybody could, it's Kyrie's Mavs, and that's exactly what they did.
Businesses don't run on automation or algorithms alone. What powers businesses are your people and the people they serve. At Cintas, your dedicated service reps understand what you need to help you keep your employees feeling safe, comfortable, and performing their best. So your business can too. For workwear, essential cleaning products, first aid and safety supplies, and fire protection services, visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a new Samsung laundry set with extra large capacity, serving up a powerful yet gentle clean in just 28 minutes. making this the sound of savings on the best appliance brands. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Final days to get up to 25% off select appliances, including Samsung. All finishes included. Ends March 1st. Pricing valid February 9th through March 1st, 2023. Gas Dry Extra. US only. See store or online for details.
She is, hands down, without a doubt, the best thing that's ever happened to you. How do you let her know? With the best ring that's ever happened to her. And that ring has a spectacular diamond from John Thomas Jewelers. Visit us on Louisiana, across from the Coronado Mall.
When your business information is missing or inconsistent across the internet, search engines won't find you, and customers won't either. Help ensure customers see you and not your competitors. Boost your findability. CumulusBoost.com. CUMULUS Boost.com.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The Sports Animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the Sports Animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Menon, Van Nunley, and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Roadhouse.
Do you remember when we opened up the Sports Animal text line? You remember how many years ago that was? 2?
2-ish.
It was right before we took over the afternoon drive spot. So 2-ish years.
Correct.
We are currently sitting, and I know some of them get deleted because like they're expletive laden or they hurt your feelings.
Me specifically?
Yes.
That's impossible. I don't have feelings. I'm a soulless ginger. Don't forget that.
The only one in town. We're currently sitting at 4,901 texts. You know what I'm proposing here?
Okay.
We do a little text push. I want to get to 5,000 before the end of the week.
I think we could do it.
Oh, we could easily do it.
Let's do it.
We'll need a giveaway or something. Tyler, do we have Snoop Dogg tickets or is that too soon?
I have Snoop Dogg tickets.
No, to give away. Do we have them to give away? Is that next week?
Cannot confirm.
Griff, do you know? I don't know if we do or not. Find out if we have Snoop Dogg tickets. Because that's what we should do. We should be like the 100th texter gets Snoop Dogg tickets.
The 5,000th texter.
Yeah, the 5,000th texter. We need 99 more. And I don't know if that was, I didn't check the thing. I don't know if it's this week or next week we're giving away Snoop Dogg.
And no, Steve, you can't text 99 straight times. It's cheating.
I don't have a problem with that, actually. Whoever ends up as the 5,000th texter, regardless of your comment, I'll just give you Snoop Dogg tickets. But I don't know if that's today or next week.
By the way, from the Sports Animal text line, 6 minutes and 32 seconds into the program today, we got the universal 2 men on question that we get asked all the time.
Oh, yeah. I can already tell you what it is. I haven't read it. I already know.
Is this a sports show?
I mean, adjacent?
So after the Lobo Aztec game on Saturday, I got a couple friends some tickets. They're like, "Hey, buddy, when you're done working, drinks are on me."
That's nice.
The tickets. It's very nice. So I went to one of our favorite establishments, the Press Club.
Big Press Club guy.
Unpaid advertisement.
I watched Tyler do a roast there one time. He's very funny.
Tyler is very funny.
I actually roasted Van there.
It's true.
It was so good.
On my 40th.
And then they asked you to leave early because you're too close to Van's daughter's age. I remember all of this. They said, "Tyler, you're going to have to go now." I said, "Oh."
So back to the story from this year. Meet 2 new friends of the show. New to me.
Not to the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Kyle. Shout out to Zach.
Oh, K&Z?
And I know which one you are, Kyle, if you're listening right now.
You thought I didn't.
Yeah.
Wait, you thought he didn't?
No, I thought I didn't because I mixed up their names earlier in the evening and I just rode with it.
Now, also, you do realize you were being lied to because I believe Zach and Kyle was a Nickelodeon show for a bunch of years. Let's confirm with Zach. Let's confirm with Tyler.
I was not able to afford any Nickelodeon.
Okay.
I cannot confirm.
Nice. So anyway, shout out to Kyle and Zach. And I was like, "Hey, you guys have been listening for a while. What do you think of the program? Like, we love it. We love the banter. We love the humor. Just wish you guys would talk a little more sports."
Oh,
that is the universal review for this program. And I love it so much. I was like, "You get the show. Thank you for continuing to listen despite that review."
I mean, I can do it. I can do more sports.
We're doing sports right now. We're doing quarterback tiers. Okay, so out of the last 39 first-round quarterbacks drafted in the NFL draft, dates back to 2013, you said?
No, I think it goes back to 10, but it was my mistake because I had them ranked wrong.
Okay. So 2000.
Yeah, so we got like 10 left is what I'm trying to get to.
Okay, regardless, we got the last 39 first rounders.
So
So you doing the last 10?
Yeah, the last 39 guys taken in the first round.
Okay.
Josh Rosen still remains. He's definitely a miss.
Miss. Huge.
Okay. Josh Allen, not a miss.
Hit hard. See, that's that's a very big surprise to you because he is an unknown white guy from Big Sky Country.
I agree.
And I know how you feel about Big Sky Country.
Whenever Josh Allen was the hotness in 2018, I said, who?
And I told you all about him.
And you did, and I learned. Trey Lance.
I said, Fred, he's like Carson Wentz, but good.
Ooh, I should have got that analogy real quick. Trey Lance, he's in the miss pile.
That's a TBD.
He got beat out by Brock Purdy. Marcus Mariota, absolutely in the miss pile. Cam Newton.
He had a career, though, so good for him.
Cam Newton's in the make pile. Tua Tagovailoa.
Yes, I got, and I'll break down the tiers in a minute, but
yeah,
I got Cam in a separate tier.
Yeah, he's in a very special
we'll
tier.
We'll go into that tier.
Tua Tagovailoa.
He's I got him in either one of two tiers.
I got him in the make tier.
He's not a miss.
Zach Wilson's definitely in the miss tier.
Miss. He will stay a miss.
Sam Darnold, miss tier.
Miss.
Ryan Tannehill.
He's in his own tier.
He's in the miss tier.
Ryan Tannehill is in his own tier.
Joe Burrow's in the
being Ryan Tannehill.
Joe Burrow's in the make tier. Blaine Gabbert is still in the league, but he's in the miss tier.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Griffin III is definitely in the miss tier. Trevor Lawrence is definitely in the make tier.
Correct.
And Jameis Winston, although he's been around since 2015, is in the miss tier.
Correct.
So here's the breakdown. I arrogantly said
you had one more. You forgot one more.
Oh, did I? Oh, I'm sorry. One left, and that is Sam Bradford, who is definitely in the miss tier.
Also Andrew friggin' Luck, who even though he left early.
Oh, good call. Yeah.
He's definitely in the hit tier.
Okay. So, and let me apologize for that because I do have my stuff together, I promise. So Sam Bradford has an interesting story because he was out of Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
He was the last guy to get paid without the tier system.
Right.
So he made $50 million on day one.
Yeah.
What?
In the wise words of my grandfather, Fred. Good work if you can get it. Good job, Sam.
From the live chat.
Still a miss, though.
Asking for the text line number. It's 505-246-0610. Same as the Sports Animal hotline, Sports Animal text line. Texts are coming in. Also, I asked about some tickets to a show that we announced just a minute ago.
Uh-huh.
That apparently not all that's public, so my bad. We're not talking about that again until there's a big public announcement.
Okay. Whoopsie.
I'll take my last chance for that one. I'm sure at the break.
A strongly worded email, my friend.
We have if you join us on the live stream, which a lot of people do on social media, we have at the bottom the phone number, 505-246-0610. I think we need to change it to Sports Animal hotline and Sports Animal text line.
Correct.
Yeah, we're not being transparent enough. So I arrogantly said there are more makes in the first round than there are misses with quarterback.
You're super wrong.
Turns out that was a freaking lie.
It was not even close to being true.
26 misses to only 13 makes. That means for every 3 quarterbacks drafted, 2 of them suck.
Yep, that is correct.
You got a third chance to not suck.
Every year, Mel Kiper and Adam Schefter and whoever else thinks they got all of this down.
Todd McVay.
Yes, that guy. And they are so often so very wrong to the point they're trying to tell you a guy in Bryce Young this year who's friggin' 5'10", weighs 165 pounds. You know who has those dimensions, Fred? Co-host of 2 Men On, Van Nunley. Me and the supposed quarterback, number 1 overall quarterback, have the same human body.
I think a lot of
I would never draft me.
A lot of people in this Albuquerque area, specifically in the comedy community, would describe Tyler Lovely as a scrawny ass dude.
Okay.
Tyler, what are your measurables?
This is true. Scrawny. I mean, I'm 6 foot and like 150 pounds.
No way. There's 0% chance.
I'm built like a Dr. Seuss character.
There's no way he is those things.
So you were way more positive for this group of 39. Than
I was.
Because I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. I got Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, and Andrew Luck.
Those are all hits. I can't argue with that.
Okay.
Why did you leave off so many other hits?
So in my TBD category,
all right,
which is like they could still be good. There's
Tua.
time.
Tua.
There's time. Nope, not yet.
Oh my God.
So I got Kyler, could be good. Mac Jones.
Who?
Jordan Love, Justin Fields, Daniel Jones, and Deshaun Watson.
Give me that list again.
Kyler Murray, Mac Jones, Jordan Love, Justin Fields, Daniel Jones, Deshaun Watson, and an apprehensive Jared Goff.
All right.
Is my to be determined tier.
Murray is in the made it tier already. He got paid. He got paid twice.
He got paid, but didn't have the results on the field.
That's
the difference.
Love is in the made it tier because Green Bay's better off with him. He's the best option on the squad. Aaron Rodgers should be removed by the NFL from the NFL for the better of the NFL. Tyler Rogers, who plays basketball for New Mexico Highlands University. Aaron Rodgers is like an abusive spouse, but not physically. Just sends you like 24 text messages in a row.
Yep.
Like just tries to ruin you.
You know the type.
You're my friend.
Yeah, and I got Stockholm syndrome from him so bad.
Yes.
I love all of his antics.
You do.
I slurp it up.
Yeah, but
I love it so much.
But me and Tyler Lovely are telling you about the abuse that you're currently suffering, and you just don't see it through your curd-colored glasses.
You don't know him like I know him, Fred. You just see him when he's drunk or angry or on ayahuasca. You don't see what it's like when it's just us two. Fred.
You only know him on the red carpet.
And then I have my Cam Newton tier, Fred.
Oh, okay.
Who Cam Newton, if he wouldn't have got
NFL MVP Cam Newton, who you don't consider a success.
or a bust. But I think if he would have been healthy, he would be at the top of our hit list. And then also in the Cam Newton tier, I have Tua. Because I don't know if his head and neck are going to hold up to the demands of an NFL quarterback. So out of 39, I got 7 in my hit tier, 7 in my TBD tier. I have my Cam Newton tier, which is Cam Newton and Tua. And then I have my Ryan Tannehill tier, which is, I can call it my Kirk Cousins tier of just compilers, I guess.
If Cam Newton would have beat the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 50,
he'd be a hit just by that.
I'd have him in a whole different. He did
MVP and a Super Bowl.
And every quarterback now is a shade of what he was at that time. Every quarterback,
the trendsetter.
Prototype.
Yeah,
they put him out there first.
Well, put some respect on Randall Cunningham's name, but also like Cam Newton too.
You're correct. Randall Cunningham, I apologize for. Now, obviously, I do not apologize for any Houston Oilers quarterbacks.
Who are they? I've never heard of them.
Thank you.
Yeah, bunch of losers.
Bunch of losers.
As far as I'm concerned.
I love the sun. I hate the moon.
Is that a Beatles song? Dot and data. Here comes the sun.
I hate
the moon sucks.
Okay, yeah.
That's how it goes, right?
Here comes the sun. Warren Moon sucks. Yeah, I think that's correct.
Mm-hmm.
And also the Panthers were like the heavy favorite in that one too. Like do you remember that was like
for
the
sure.
Peyton Manning last hurrah kind of thing?
Yeah, where they did it without him.
Hey, you know what did happen at that Super Bowl though that we don't talk about nearly enough? Lady Gaga put out the best banger of the national anthem in the history of the national anthem ever being done.
Okay.
The best rendition of the national anthem ever.
You skipped out on Randall Cunningham and you also skipped out on Whitney Houston.
No.
Yeah, Whitney Houston over Lady Gaga.
I don't quite get this Randall Cunningham like reference part. Oh, wait, you're talking about earlier.
Yes.
Got it. I'm coming back to this now.
He never sung the national anthem.
Okay, that's where I thought you were going with this.
You're thinking of Carl Lewis.
Oh, that was bad. Lady Gaga's Super Bowl national anthem is the example for the class. That is a 10 out of 10. That's 100 out of 100 rendition.
Because of all the weird stuff, like the meat dresses and the weird social media stuff, they don't realize that she's like a phenomenal talent.
Are you talking about Lady Gaga or Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
They're so damn similar.
Hey, just like Lady Gaga's national anthem performance, Aaron Rodgers' regular season performance has also been a 10 of 10. And his off-season performance,
You don't win no Grammys.
for me,
You don't win no Grammys, dog.
MVPs, that's a Grammy.
That's like a second tier one that doesn't make the broadcast. Also receiving awards tonight for musical score and an animated comedy transferred to CD and then commercialized by Kids Bop, Aaron Rodgers. That's what he is.
That's sweet. I'll take it. As long as he has all the off-season antics that keep me interested, sign me up.
Best spoken word album by an artist who claims to work in a different profession, then read by famous theatrical voice Aaron Rodgers. There's so many Grammys for dumb. Tyler could win a Grammy. There's so many Grammys for dumb stuff.
Tyler, have you won a Grammy?
Yeah, I have a Grammy.
That's
nice.
What's her name? Elaine.
Yeah.
She's lovely.
Althea Lovely
Yeah.
is his Grammy. Hey, makes the best potato salad. though.
Duh.
Yeah. So good.
Duh. And like gives $100 handshakes to Tyler. It's not like, she wants to support him because he's an aspiring artist.
Hey, Griffin, look up $100 handshake on Urban Dictionary.
See what that says.
See what it says. What's the definition of that? I want to know what that means.
Big thank you to John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker for being a sponsor of this very studio. Big thank you to the 66 Diner where we have our little lunchy boy meetings. That's what we're about over there. Go over there, get a little lunchy boy. They have chili, the food, not the ingredient. It's that good. Go get it. Also, the YMCA of Central New Mexico, where we start our days. And don't forget that we enjoy a lot of New Mexico's vodka. That's Teller Vodka. Van, how is getting strong and evolve strong?
Going well, my friend. Today was the first day I've had off in 2 weeks. No, 3 weeks.
From the live chat, the Sports Animal texter, Whitney Houston and Carrie Underwood better than Lady Gaga.
Okay, Carrie Underwood, that's a stretch. Whitney
Okay.
Houston, I agree with.
Friend of the show, Nate, I guess it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Oh, it's 5 o'clock here. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Are you a sports fanatic?
You need to visit the premier sports entertainment, music, and memorabilia store, All in Autographs. All in Autographs is a one-stop shop for sports fanatics. Visit All in Autographs, Hoffmantown Square, allinautograph.com.
This report brought to you by Gateway Financial.
Well, traffic right now, we're starting to see more congestion westbound on Paseo. That congestion is going to start right around Jefferson. It'll last until Coors. Southbound on I-25 this afternoon. As you approach Osuna, you're going to hit slowdowns there. Those will go until Montgomery. And northbound on I-25 between Gibson and Lomas, that's moving slow as well. Also dealing with some congestion westbound I-40 between 2nd Street and Unser.
The Albuquerque Journal and Business Outlook. When you need local answers, the most reliable and in-depth information about health, safety, jobs, taxes, crime, energy, transportation, or government. Get the answers. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
You could win a $1,000 gift card to American Home Furniture. The Sports Animal and Cumulus Media Albuquerque are giving you the chance at $1,000 each week for 5 weeks. 5 different chances at $1,000. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. Register to win right now. Just text American to 505-246-0610. And you could be winning a $1,000 facelift to your space. From 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
It's time to think about your tax refund. And Jackson Hewitt wants you to think biggest, As in, we guarantee you'll get your biggest refund or your money back plus $100. Who offers that? Come to think of it, nobody. It's one of the biggest guarantees out there and why you can't just file with anybody. For your guaranteed biggest refund, go to Jackson Hewitt today. Your wallet will thank you. When every dollar matters, it matters who does your taxes.
Did you know that Indigo Mortgage has had the same name and ownership for 20 years now? I can think of only a tiny handful of local mortgage companies that can make that claim. I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage, and proud to say that over the last 20 years, we have helped many homeowners in our community finance their homes with honesty and integrity. And in today's mortgage environment, borrowers need an advocate working for them, not an application taker like that with big banks and national lenders. Because Indigo Mortgage is a broker, we can most often find the right mortgage with the lowest rates for our borrowers. And please shop around to be certain that you're getting the best rates and fees on your mortgage. And as always, be sure to include your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage. Find us on the net at indigomortgage.net or by calling 836-5700. That's 836-5700. Indigo Mortgage, NMLS 23-1962 and 188-348.
Ever wonder why your business doesn't show up on online search maps, but your competitors do? It's hundreds of things. Things that Cumulus Boost can identify and fix. And that's how we boost your findability. CumulusBoost.com. CUMULUS Boost.com.
Tune in to Chop It Up with Vern Kay, where he chops it up about professional and local sports with all the hot takes. Chop It Up with Vern Kay. Saturday mornings from 9 to 11 on the Sports Animal.
New Mexico's Sports Authority, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This one I've got to know, Van. It picks up.
I know. I recognize this one now.
This one, I think I've talked about this before, but it's the seedy bed music to the start of like a Boston crime drama. Whenever you're doing like B-roll over the city as the sun's setting and like cars are starting to turn their lights on as they drive throughout, and you know there's like something shady like just over the horizon.
Sure.
And you can feel it like bleeding down to the pier or the harbor, where the camera eventually settles onto like our lead role, which is either a seedy beat cop or an undercover Boston like public agent. And they're sitting on the back, the rusted trunk of their car, looking out over the pier, thinking of long lost happier times, taking a long drag from a lone cigarette, and putting away their flip phone, cell phone, because they refuse to make the adjustment to smart device before they turn, get in the car, and then drive off. And whenever they shut the door, this music stops. And then you're into the film.
And then the second the music stops, the historical time-lapse memory photo shows of all the times that they had when they used to have a loving family.
Yeah.
Before Officer Rickman got divorced.
And it's like a
kids won't see him anymore because he's too busy to make all of his soccer games.
It's like a swing set in a lone tree that's just like swinging without a child in it. You know? Yeah.
Little did the children know that he's one of the real ones. He just demands justice. The job really didn't chew him up and spit him out like all the other beat cops from his generation.
I agree completely.
He's one of the pure-hearted. He's one of the real ones.
And
he doesn't know, the kids don't know that his thirst for justice is what made him miss those soccer games, not his partner Steve's crippling alcoholism.
That he now battles himself, and he swore he never would.
By proxy,
Yeah.
correct. Just by being in the field that long.
It would be a good show. It would be a good movie with that song only.
That song sounds like when Linkin Park was like, they're going to take us serious as artists. We're having longer intros on our songs now.
From the live chat, you like apples? So stupid. Oh, gosh. Man, you're giving me your tier list. So we were talking about hits and misses of quarterbacks taken in the first round since like 2010 or whatever it was.
Last 39 of them.
Last 39 of them. I had my hits as one out of every three, but you created other tiers.
Correct.
All right. So you said there's not just hits and misses. There's hits, misses, and Tannen Hills.
Correct.
What?
So there's hits. We got 7 in our hits.
No, well, I
These are-
don't.
These are just Rihanna halftime Super Bowl hits, like the biggest hits ever. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Andrew Luck. Those are hits.
Did you see that Billy Joel and Stevie Nicks are touring?
I'm a Stevie Nicks homer.
I'm a big Stevie Nicks guy. Me, you, and Tyler should go to this.
Okay.
Because Tyler doesn't put enough
No.
respect on Billy Joel.
Don't invite Tyler. I don't want to spend all that time
Explaining
teaching him who Billy
yeah.
Joel and Stevie
All right,
Nicks are.
if Tyler can catch up with the complete discography, like dating back to the 70s, I'm not doing just BS 80s Joel.
Mm-hmm.
If he can catch himself up with the entire discography of Billy Joel, Stevie Nicks, and everything associated with either of them. So whatever bands they've been in.
But I can cut your Fleetwood Mac time in half.
Oh, yeah.
Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Only listen to the Fleetwood Mac songs where Stevie Nicks sings.
Rumors.
There's a bunch of them with a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, skip all those.
Those songs are garbage. Only the Stevie Nicks songs from Fleetwood Mac.
Okay, got that. I'm going to take notes on all these people.
You're saying it with kind of a sarcastic tone, but you don't mean that because
you could miss out on Billy Joel, to be honest.
Are you being serious right now?
He already knows Piano Man. That's all you need.
Scenes from an Italian restaurant is a poetic tale of love, failure, and attempt.
He is Kirtland's signature.
You're so
Bruce
dumb.
Springsteen.
Okay.
He is garbage.
Bruce Springsteen is Maker's Mark Elton John.
Maker's Mark is delicious.
Oh,
thank you.
My bad. Billy Joel and Stevie Nicks. Oh my gosh, these are only like $100. We go to Inglewood. We see this show. All right, I'm going to find the actual tour, but we're going to do this. I'm sorry, Van. You were saying the Tannen Hill.
Oh, yes. Like my TBD tier.
Oh, we go to Nashville and see this?
Also, I'll go to Nashville.
Tyler, you ever been to Nashville?
I have not been to Nashville. I would love to go to Nashville and see Stevie Nicks.
Do you know how many pretty white girls there are in Nashville?
Is Stevie Nicks one of them?
Absolutely, yeah. That's a hard yes.
If you're a gerontophile.
What is that?
That's the opposite of a pedophile.
Don't explain words on this show anymore.
Okay.
I'm not going to handle the emails that follow.
After that perineum fiasco.
Perineum fiasco.
Wait till they learn about gerontophiles.
Oh, gosh. What did you tell? So Van, I don't know if you know this, Tyler. Van is a low-key trivia ringer. Like you look at him, obviously you think he's dumb.
Correct.
You look at him.
And I do a good job on this program making people think I'm dumb.
Yeah, by being you
By
do.
all of my content.
Yes.
Correct.
From the live chat, too much sports talk on the show today. Fix it, boys. He says, I want to hear about hot chicks and food that Fred hates. That's the show.
That's the show. You get the show. Congratulations.
I like both hot chicks and food that I hate. I can go to the well on those. Who is Kelsey Ballerini? Kelsey Ballerini is a Nashville hottie. I've never even heard of her. Is she new? So she's a country singer, I just learned.
Okay. Oh, she seems nice.
I believe she was the daughter in Remember the Titans. All right, that's not her, but a very similar look.
What was that you said?
I believe she was the daughter in Remember the Titans.
I don't recall.
I have no idea.
I'm saying, Fred.
You don't remember the Titans is what you're saying.
Thank you very much.
Okay. You're so dumb. Like, and I'm the straight guy on this show. Like, you can't get me to pop. Like, if you get me to pop on a Remember the Titans joke. Tyler, whenever I do broadcasts, like play-by-play broadcasts, so obviously New Mexico Highlands University, love it. So I do this bit with D2 athletes where there's a lot of D2 athletes that come from around the world.
Right.
So they come from all the countries. They come from all of them. So whenever I'm talking about international athletes, I always loop Texas into that. It's like a bit that I run where like people are from the far off land of Texas.
Yeah.
So the capital to me of the far off land of Texas is Weirdo El Paso. And I do this bit the whole time. So anyways, I'm doing the broadcast for softball yesterday. And my producer, Alden Ione, who's part of Pro V Networks, nicest guy in the whole world. If you watch anything athletics, you're going to watch state basketball tournament coming up. He's the guy who makes it happen. So he said,
dude.
He's a dude. So anyways, we're talking about the pitcher for the Cowgirls is from Italy, and she played on the Italian national team, and she's just a stud dude. And he goes, not as weird as Texas. I just pops me out of my chair, and I'm like, don't pop me. Like I'm old head Fred. I don't have no fun.
What's her name? Her and Rocco Baldelli are the only Italian.
Maya Milano.
Maya Milano?
She's a dude. That whole squad is dudes.
Milanos are legit like the best Pepperidge Farm cookies too. So she got a lot going for her.
That's a good take.
Is there, I mean, we can argue about the second best Pepperidge Farm cookie all day. Number one's Milano, and it's not close.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so if I had to do it, which I do, and Tyler's here, and Tyler is late, so I'm assuming he's a little high. So, Sausalitos, Tyler? You mess with Sausalitos?
Sausalitos are all right.
They're only all right. He's correct.
Mm-hmm. It's a solid 6.
I got the list right here. The Milano, yeah, they're number 1. The farmhouses are good, but they come in so many different flavors. You can't just categorize them as one.
No. Farmhouse is strong. That's strong work.
What's the one that looks like playing cards? Do you know what I'm
The
talking
chess
about?
men. You're talking about the
Oh,
chess
yeah,
men.
those suck.
You don't like the chess men?
I don't eat those.
They need something in them, like a.
So, but they have that strawberry one that has the little twist on the rim with but that strawberry is hard and gross. It's not even like if it was tacky and lickable, I would be into it.
So pirouettes are a Pepperidge Farm product, I believe. Right?
Those are the sticks that look like cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good.
Those are good. Those are good.
You put those into chocolate milk and you start sucking.
Okay. This can't be your answer for everything, but I'll write it out.
Do they have like a variety one where you get them all at once? That's the one I want.
Ooh.
The Genevas are good. You know, we didn't mention with the Genevas.
I can't find the one I'm looking for. I completely forgot the name of it.
Queen Mary's.
About to tell you.
Okay, so it looks like there are collections you can get.
There's so many different Milanos now.
My favorite's Maya.
Dark chocolate raspberry Milanos? The what? Unpaid advertisement, by the way, friends of the show.
What are Brussels? Have you had Brussels?
Pepperidge Farm Brussels? I don't even know what that is.
Brussels.
So
that's what I was looking for. Those are bomb. Those are so good.
Okay, I do see these. These are good. I have a real problem when people tell me food is cooked with an emotion. Like, do not tell me it was cooked with love. I know how injection, like, that's not how heat works.
Hey, Fred, you know the secret ingredient, don't you? It's love.
From the,
No, Steve, it's not. It's sugar. They have sugar.
From the live chat, NMHU grads in the house.
Boom.
Let's go Cowboys and Cowgirls. Whenever we get back, Morning Mexico Highlands talk. Just kidding. Definitely going football. It's 2 Minutes on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. What makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination? Because they offer free battery testing and charging and reliable replacement batteries starting at just $79.99. And they've always got your battery solution. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
And taking a look at traffic right now, congestion continuing westbound on Paseo. That's going to start right around Jefferson. It'll last until Coors. Southbound I-25, you're going to run into slowdowns as you approach Osuna. Those will last until Comanche. Northbound on I-25, Gibson to Central. That's moving slow. And seeing slowdowns now westbound on I-40 between the interchange and Coors.
This message is brought to you by the New Mexico Department of Game and Fish. TJ Trout here, and are you up for the New Mexico Trout Challenge? Every angler that competes the challenge gets a Trout Challenge coin, bragging rights, and their name in the New Mexico Trout Challenge Hall of Fame. For more information, go to the New Mexico Department of Game and Fish website.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
I'm PJ Glasser here to help you beat the books with BetQL. Morgan State is sitting right at 500 this season, 14-14 on the year, and 6-6 in conference play. Tonight's opponent, Maryland Eastern Shore, is one game back for first place in the MEAC and eyeing a run in the conference tournament. BetQL thinks this number is too big. They have Morgan State +7 as a 4-star best bet. They think this number should be +4.5. I'm PJ Glasser. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL app today.
An old radiant heat system is more likely to give out than it could be on a cold winter night. Daniels offers boiler inspections and tune-ups. They specialize in repair, replacements, and new installs, offering a wide variety of high-efficiency heating solutions to keep your family cozy and comfortable this winter. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning guarantees customer satisfaction for plumbing, heating, cooling, and AC, plus free estimates on replacements and installs. 505-898-8860.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Your Lobo men's basketball team plays at home Tuesday, February 28th against Fresno State at 8:30 p.m. This will be our Lobos Give Day and Senior Day, sponsored by Newsenda Credit Union. Come out and see your seniors one last time while helping to give to a great cause as we raise money to benefit student athletes. This game will feature a special promotion for the fans for the 30% increase in home attendance. You can purchase tickets 30% off. Visit golobos.com/30 off today. We are New Mexico, and this is Lobo Basketball.
I had a nighttime routine for my frequent heartburn. I would drink milk, I would sleep upright with more pillows, but that painful burning stayed. So I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine. With just one pill each morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn day and night. Now I have a new nighttime routine. I call it sleeping.
One pill a day, 24 hours, zero heartburn. With Prilosec OTC. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
At the Home Depot, we know the world is a messy place. Keeping it clean takes science. That's why businesses everywhere have long trusted cleaning products from Ecolab to take on the toughest messes. And now, that level of clean is available for your home. Introducing Ecolab Scientific Clean, a full line of professional-grade cleaning products for all your home's needs, so you can clean like you mean business. Now available exclusively at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Dear winter, Toyota's got 20 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and that's more than any other auto brand. From winter-ready SUVs like Highlander and RAV4 to steady sedans like the Camry all-wheel drive, Corolla hybrid all-wheel drive, and the all-new Crown. Plus rugged trucks like Tacoma and Tundra. We're ready. Yours, Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
Based on manufacturer's websites as of 11/21/22.
Visit your Albuquerque Santa Fe Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey y'all, this is your girl Cheryl Underwood, and I want to tell you something. My digestive system used to make me feel sluggish, but those days are over. Now I feel great. That's because I increased my fiber intake with the Metamucil 2-week challenge, and I'm still hooked. I just took Metamucil every day for 14 days, and it's really that easy. Metamucil traps and removes the waste that weighs you down, so you feel lighter and more energetic. Now I never want to go back to that heavy feeling. Are you ready for the Metamucil 2-week challenge for a coupon and daily support? Sign up at Metamucil.com today.
Discover credit cards automatically double all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year, which means, wait, hold up. Question for the audio engineer.
Go ahead.
Did I read that right? Discover automatically doubles all your cash back?
Yeah, that's what the script says.
So if I get a Discover card right now, I can earn twice the cash back.
Apparently. Wait! Unlimited first-year cash back match. Only from Discover. See terms and learn more at discover.com/match.
The Duke City's home for sports. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
From the live stream, what is today's I-9 varsity, you ask? Today's I-9 varsity is the I-9 varsity of Cholo Transformer names.
Stoked.
Tyler, you're in on that one. We will do that at 6:15. So that's coming up in the program to come up.
What?
I don't know.
Cool.
It's Monday. I worked all weekend.
Good point.
I'm not like Tyler, okay?
No, I'm like you today.
Show starts at 4. Tyler walked in at 4:01. He goes, I'm here. Okay, we'll just talk in 14 minutes after I get done with the opening segment. NFL Combine has started, where you pointed out that players aren't the size that players said they were.
This is a tale as old as time.
What?
But you cheat. You're supposed to cheat like half an inch or an inch, not like 2 legit inches.
A tailor old as time.
Heyo. Needs a new tailor.
There we go.
Lying about his size.
That's where I was going with this.
I could have just asked his tailor.
Reebok gets him like a custom made suit with like his measurements from the university website. And he puts it on, and it's like whenever a little kid puts on it, like what David Spade puts on Chris Farley's jacket.
Or they give him Alabama's measurements.
Oh, that's so
And
good.
then he looks like David Byrne from Talking Heads with the freakishly big suit. Niche reference there. You're
It's
welcome.
insanely niche.
Mhm.
What's that in a small house?
Yeah. Well, mouse house.
Little mouser's house.
Mouse house
Little
joke.
mousy house. Paul Goldschmidt's going to be the Major League Baseball MVP this upcoming season. Promise you that. Saw some numbers on it. They were saying it might be Juan Soto. Did you see this?
You're thinking of Juan Soto.
No, well, he got the number one.
Yeah.
But Dominican-born players that aren't Albert Pujols, they don't win it. So it's not going to be Juan Soto. They don't catch the votes. It might be a level of racism to this, actually. I've never really talked about this out loud. But dudes that should have won it of like Dominican, Puerto Rican descent. Also, by the way, I might be able to sit here and listen to you tell me the 10 best dudes in the game are all Dominican or Puerto Rican.
Have you seen their lineup?
No.
Their World Baseball Classic lineup?
Oh, it should be the most favored thing in the history of all sports.
It is.
Yeah. But Juan Soto won't win it. It'll be Paul Goldschmidt.
No, because Arenado's going to eat at his votes.
I don't think so, because I think in baseball they only help each other.
Except besides Mike Trout, when's the last back-to-back MVP we've had? It's been that long. It's been since Barry Bonds, hasn't it?
I'm going off the top of my head, and I'm not knowing. Cy Young doesn't. We're not talking Cy Youngs, right? Yeah, I don't know.
No.
I mean, I could find it out, but I don't know. Albert Pujols in the National League in 08 and 09. Miggy Cabrera, 2012, 2013. Because if you remember, he won the Triple Crown.
Mm-hmm.
Miggy's the last Dominican guy in 13. So, yeah, it doesn't go that way. Albert and Miggy, that's like it. Here are the odds. I got them in front of me. Juan Soto is favored to win the NL MVP. Mookie Betts after that. Ronald Acuna Jr. after that. Paul Goldschmidt after that. Fernando Tatis, who I believe is Puerto Rican. Manny Machado. God, it's crazy to me, that San Diego team.
Okay, you ready for the Dominican lineup?
Oh, you have it?
I got it right here.
Okay, I was not, but now I am.
And this is potential. Starting pitching, very strong. Bullpen, very strong.
Sure.
But the position players are insane. Leading off, center fielder, rookie of the year, Julio Rodriguez, who he's going to get some MVP votes next year. Batting second baseman, Jose Ramirez, perennial MVP candidate.
Correct.
Batting third, right fielder Juan Soto, who's projected to win the MVP, gets votes every year. Cleanup, Vladdy Jr.
Dumb.
DH, the team is so loaded, this guy,
Julio Rodriguez,
has to just sit around with a bat. Rafael Devers.
That's so crazy.
This team is so stacked. Rafael Devers has to play DH.
Yordan Alvarez?
Third baseman, Yordan's Cuban.
Oh.
Third baseman, Manny Machado. He's batting sixth. This lineup is so good. Manny's batting sixth. Left field, Sterling Marte.
Stud.
Shortstop, rookie of the year candidate, World Series MVP, Jeremy Pena. And the weak spot of the lineup, catcher Gary Sanchez.
Did you say Julio Rodriguez, or is he not Puerto Rican? Because I thought he was.
He's the leadoff.
Oh, he's okay. I missed it whenever you.
Yeah.
Okay,
he's
my
the
bad.
first one. Yeah, Julio.
That dude. And here's the problem with Seattle.
He's a baller.
Because they play so far on the West Coast. And I'm about to be that guy. I'm about to be old head Fred. I'm that guy right now.
I can't stay up late enough.
That's
to
what it
watch
is.
The Pacific Time Zone.
Hey, but it's not just me. Hey, you go that side of the Mississippi River, it's something like 80% of the people in the country. There's no one between the Mississippi, that one little spot in Denver, Phoenix, and LA. That's it. That's the whole country out here. That's not that many people.
No.
I guess
Albuquerque, New Mexico. Put some respect on this city's name, brother.
The million people here?
People here.
Dog. There are a million people in New Brunswick over the course of like the Big I interchange.
I don't know what a New Brunswick
I
is.
don't even know what an old one is.
Where's the first Brunswick? Make great pool tables, by the way.
If you were to be like
The
Fred,
lovely people at Brunswick.
you know when people are always like, they do make good pool tables. You know, whenever people are like, "Hey, let's go to the ocean," and they're like, "What? East or west?" The answer is always east. There's so much cooler stuff on the East Coast than on the West Coast. There's more people. There's more stuff to do, more amenities, a rich history of this exact country. If you fly into Portland, Maine, flip a quarter, you can go to Nova Scotia or you can go to Boston. Either way, you're going to have a blast.
The Eastern Seaboard, especially New England,
Yeah.
especially where it's equidistant from big Midwest cities,
Mm-hmm.
that's like as densely populated as it gets.
It's the best.
It is trees and concrete, and that's it.
That's all you need. Well, and also the Boston Celtics and the Boston Red Sox and the Boston Bruins and the New England football team and all these, like, there's just stuff to do.
Uh-huh.
You know what? You know who's going to go to the TD Garden this year? Every concert. We wouldn't have to go to SoFi to see Billy Joel and Stevie Nicks.
Let's drive down the street.
We just go down the street.
But then again, the weather's garbage and everyone hates you. So there's that.
Do you know where Survivor Series is this year?
Of course I don't.
It's at the Garden.
Oh, that's nice.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
Like the Botanical Gardens in Albuquerque?
The TD Garden.
Oh, the TD Garden. Okay. That's a bigger garden.
I don't know if it is geographically. It might not be.
Like total square miles?
Yeah. Water features, I definitely know that.
With or without their parking lot?
Well, it's always with.
Okay. They're probably pretty close.
It's like you don't have to have a car out there.
Yeah. Mass transit. It's
It's
a
a
real
walking
city.
It's a real city.
Yeah.
It's not like where Seattle is with their Manners baseball team that no one watches, that just has a bunch of young racehorses on it that run super fast.
They're going to be so good.
Yeah.
Starting this year.
We talk about the NL MVP. There's no reason to talk about the AL MVP. It's Shohei Ohtani or it's Don't Call Me Mike, Aaron Judge. Those are the only two guys.
Aaron Judge going to fall off this year. Not a lot, though. If Shohei Ohtani plays the whole season, he's the MVP.
If Aaron Judge falls from the peak that he's at to a summit that's a little below it, he still wins the MVP.
He still hits 55 homers.
Yes.
He's going to have a down year. His numbers are going to go down 10%, which means he still hits 50 homers.
Julio Rodriguez, to me, if you're any baseball team in the country, Major League Baseball team, and you're like, I need a guy that can do every single aspect of the game, and I'm willing to give a fair amount to a team that will take probably less than a fair amount. Seattle wants money. They need prospects. They don't really need prospects like they have traditionally, though, because they're in the mix now.
They're loaded. They just got to start adding pieces.
Because they did that move for so very long. You know, when we talk about the draft, we'll talk about the Bears, and it's like, yeah, the Bears should trade down to number 4, and they should allow who's in 4? It's on the tip of my tongue. Chicago, Texas,
Indianapolis,
thank you. So and they should allow Indianapolis to take quarterback at number 1. You know, you're correct. You should. They should trade down. They should get the 4. They should get a first round next year.
Next year's number 1.
Yeah. And then you know what they should do with the 4? Trade down.
Yeah.
You have to trade down, get so many of the picks.
Yep.
Because the Bears don't need one guy. They need guys.
They need everyone except for Justin Fields. Because I think Justin Fields is a dude.
I think he's already on the team. Justin Fields already on the team.
I think they need everyone except. They already have him. They have one perfectly good Justin Fields sitting right there.
When does the World Baseball Classic start? It's like right around the corner, March 7th. I'm going to watch the crap out of that.
I love it so much. I love it so much.
We should all pick a team. Obviously, none of us can pick Puerto Rico. But we should all pick a team. We'll get hats. We'll do the whole thing.
Personally pick a team?
Yeah.
Because the show already has a team.
Korea.
Co-host of
Israel?
the
You're
Best
talking about Team
Baseball
Israel?
podcast
All right.
on Spotify, Ryan Lavarnway, captain of Team Israel.
I will get a Team Israel hat.
Yes.
All right, let's see what hat we should get for Tyler. I'm looking through it real quick here. Israel's in the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Venezuela, and Nicaragua. Oh my God, dude, they're in trouble. They're in so much trouble.
It's bad.
USA can beat Canada. They can beat Colombia. They can beat Great Britain for sure. Mexico will be in the
they
mix.
let Great Britain play.
That's the one we should get.
That
from
is
Tyler.
so sweet.
Oh, you want a Great Britain World Baseball Classic hat? We'll get you one.
A Great Britain hat, absolutely.
That's in Phoenix. We should go out there.
Where is Israel playing?
They're playing in Miami.
I would like to go to Miami again.
All right, let's have a conversation about this we're going to go offline with this.
Okay.
But whenever we do have a plan, we're either going March 11th through the 15th to Phoenix or Miami. There are worse ways to live our life.
I would like to watch friend of the show, Ryan Lavarnway, play.
In Miami.
Correct.
But you said there's going to be British people in Phoenix? Because that sounds amazing.
They'll be like, what are all these spices on these foods? I don't even know who would be on their lineup. All right, we only have a minute when we get back. We're going to break down the Great Britain World Baseball Classic lineup after this.
So stoked.
It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. You might not have the biggest garage on the block, but with eBay Motors, there's 122 million parts right at your fingertips, whatever you need. There's something that fits your vehicle: air filters, tires, seat covers, and more. Get the right parts at the right prices. ebaymotors.com. Let's ride.
And traffic right now. Still dealing with a lot of slowdowns westbound on Paseo between I-25 and Coors. Watch yourself if you're headed that way this afternoon. Southbound I-25, as you approach Yosemite, you're going to run into congestion there. That'll last until Comanche. Westbound on I-40 between the interchange and Coors, that's a slow go right now as well.
This report brought to you by Sandia Tram and 10-3. Looking to celebrate your anniversary or birthday? Join us at Sandia Peak for a breathtaking tram ride up the mountains and enjoy a memorable dining experience at 10-3, where you'll see nature's beauty unfold while enjoying dishes full of flavor that will truly excite your palate. Visit sandiapeak.com or 103tram.com for tickets and reservations.
This is Maggie Gray with a CBS Sports Minute. It's amazing that a Greg Popovich team has lost 16 games in a row. Popovich is one of the greatest basketball coaches ever, but it's impossible to ignore this level of futility. The Spurs are clearly tanking for Victor Wembanyama or Scoot Henderson, but with the lottery odds flattening, the same strategy that sent Tim Duncan to San Antonio is far from a sure thing and can easily backfire. I'm Maggie Gray.
You've heard me talk about my friends at Wagner Mechanical. What sets them apart, other than their long-standing reputation of providing reliable and friendly service for over 93 years, is their ability to dispatch their large team quickly. They know when you have a plumbing emergency, you need someone who will provide quality service fast. Wagner specializes in providing you peace of mind with same-day repairs. Their highly trained expert plumbers can handle any project or emergency, from water heaters and water softeners to broken plumbing fixtures. Wagner Mechanical.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym. Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get. Could be lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me. I've seen that on TV. Is it for real? Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean. And it's made a difference for you? Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom. Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves? Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text JUDGE to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text JUDGE to 321-321. That's JUDGE to 321-321.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
This is where New Mexico comes for sports. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Crikey, Van. Wait, that's Australian.
Sure is.
All right, all right, I'm going to come back with Great Britain. Are you ready? Shim, shim, sharoo. Shim, shim, sharee.
Is that Fiddler on the Roof?
That was Mary Poppins.
Oh, it was Mary
Poppins.
Poppins.
Yeah, it was Dick Van Dyke, who was a chimney sweep.
I see.
Me and Dick Van Dyke had the same birthday. So I was gonna do like a Boston. I was gonna do like a British accent, and I just kept accidentally doing William Wallace, like while I was trying to prepare.
Close enough. You can qualify for
All
Team
right, so
Britain.
I think a lot of people in Britain would have a big problem with you saying that right now.
You're thinking of Northern Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not fabled Southern Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland is still part of the Commonwealth. Northern Ireland
Freedom
fought for decades against it.
So we're looking at the roster for Great Britain's World Baseball Classic team. And you started singing TLC's No Scrubs.
Yes, Astros reliever Andre Scrub is on there.
Oh, I thought you were doing it because this whole team is a team of scrubs.
There's a lot of scrubs.
not a
brother.
single dude on this whole squad.
You don't know a single person on this roster. do you?
Ural Forbes, I knew. The
I-
catcher.
Yeah, I know like 5 of them.
There's no one. They're only carrying, according to their official roster, 3 infielders. What?
That's weird.
It's wicked weird. I've never heard of BJ Murray. I've never heard of Alex Crosby. A lot of these dudes have the same team photo, so I don't know if this is on accident.
They got Clay Thompson's brother, Trace Thompson, Dodgers outfielder.
All right, I don't know if that's correct. Is that actually a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's real in real life.
They got Sweeney Todd on the third base.
Darnell Sweeney is on the squad. That
There's
is-
a Sweeney.
Yes.
What is Darnell Sweeney?
Darnell Sweeney is an outfielder.
Okay.
I think Christopher Robbins is on the team, so that's kind of an interesting thing. There's no one here. I don't even know. And most of these teams have former players as managers. Their manager's Drew Spencer. Who?
They have so many coaches. How many coaches do you need?
Well, when you have a bunch of guys that have never played the game, Van,
Yeah.
you have to. Is this like a famed British rapper that we're playing right here?
Meriwether, fetch my corncob pipe. This is going to take a minute. This doesn't go as fast as cricket.
By God, Watson. You ever listen to like British rap?
I enjoy it.
It's like weird.
Yeah.
It's super out there.
As little as I like Drake, he produced a really cool British crime show called Top Boy, and it's just filled with British rap.
I recently went on
fantastic.
I recently went on a date with a girl who gave me the entire history of how Drake has somehow been involved in the murder of every rapper that has ever existed. And I said, "You're not using the word allegedly." And she's like, "I can prove it to you down this YouTube hole." And I said, "Well, I'm going to go home.
Yeah.
I need to go home now."
Sure, it was Drake and not JFK Jr.
She was like, the most devastating murder that ever happened in Memphis. I was like, okay, we're on the same page.
What is she in? Is she in Q-Tip Anon? What is this called?
That's very good.
Thank you.
1 hour of this program left. If you got a couple extra bucks, put it on Team Great Britain to win at least one game.
Oh, don't do that.
No, it's a bad bet.
Don't listen to him.
When we get back, last hour of the show, lots of NFL talk. Obviously, I'm going to hit Jake Paul right in the face, just like he got hit all weekend. It's Tube It On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
I feel obligated to tamper with. But if I get a little too dark, I'm greeted and feeding. It's a look where
This report brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union.
From Albuquerque to Santa Fe, New Mexicans are switching to Sandia Area. Easy spending and savings accounts that fit your life. Best rate home loans and auto loans, rewarding credit cards, and more. It's all here at Sandia Area. Join us today at sandia.org. Sandia Area, better banking without a bank.
Traffic right now, westbound on Paseo, moving slow between I-25 and Coors. I-40 headed west this afternoon from the interchange to Coors is also moving slow. Then southbound I-25, Osuna to Comanche, we got congestion and slowdowns in that area as well.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
It's time to think about your tax refund. And Jackson Hewitt wants you to think biggest. As in, we guarantee you'll get your biggest refund or your money back plus $100. Who offers that? Come to think of it, nobody. It's one of the biggest guarantees out there and why you can't just file with anybody. For your guaranteed biggest refund, go to Jackson Hewitt today. Your wallet will thank you. When every dollar matters, it matters who does your taxes.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. We see it every day. People hurt in car wrecks being misled by the insurance companies in order to minimize the amount of money they have to pay. When the insurance company tells you you don't need an attorney, that's when you know you need an attorney. Want a fair settlement? Don't attempt to deal with the insurance company on your own. Call Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys today at 544-4444. We'll fight hard to get you all the money you deserve and keep you out of the courtroom.
Can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle,
Put her feet down.
Robert Buck D. Gibson. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Hey, I know it's like a funny bit for the friends of the show to text me spoilers to The Last of Us. I haven't watched yet. Okay, stop.
Oh my God, who did that?
Stop.
Psychopath. I'm watching it tonight.
I watch The Last
Doing
of Us
laundry.
at 6 a.m. every Tuesday, like I do forever, because that's the time I have. Griff?
No, I have to add in on this because this weekend I was having problems with the stack and I had to call Jared.
What is the stat? Just kidding.
I
know what
okay,
it is.
okay.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
so I had to call him and then he texts me, I'm in a movie. I'll call you back. So I'm like trying to deal with it all. Literally, when he called me back, he didn't say, hey, what's the problem? Or he told me the ending of the movie that he saw,
So-
which was Ant-Man and Wasp.
This Jared you're talking about, that's our boss here at the station.
Yes, I was like devastated because I'm like, okay.
Spoken word director.
I would hit him in the face just like he was Jake Paul. I'd hit him in his Jake Paul looking face. Did you see him get beat up over the weekend?
I was double booked. I did not get to see the fight.
Everyone thinks it's fixed.
Well, considering the script got leaked and they had to change the script. Jake Paul.
You're going to say it like that?
Jake Paul was supposed to win and then challenge KSI.
Yep.
And then Tommy Fury's family was going to jump out and be furious and demand a rematch.
Including Tyson Fury, who is a dude.
Oh, yeah. He's one of my favorites of all time.
Same. WWE superstar Tyson Fury.
The personality to spare.
Yes.
Running over. But the script got leaked and it made it to the internet, so I had to change it up and let Tommy Fury win in a split decision.
In a split decision. Did you watch this, Tyler? This is like right up your alley.
I watched the highlights.
Yeah. Whenever you look at Jake Paul, like how bad does your crush grow every time? Is it just like
I am in the opposite? Like I am right after whatever generation is supporting that man. You know, like I am right before, I'm right prior to it. Rather, like I have no affiliate. Like watching him take shots is my favorite pastime.
man,
For
he
Sunday.
took a bunch of shots, and then so they were like score like in the broadcast team was like, oh, they're like neck and neck. And you're like, what? Are we? What are you watching?
No, he was doing a lot of hugging too, from what I was seeing.
Into the ropes a lot too. And I'm not a guy who can be over here about boxing and be like, hey, footwork, hey, gloves up, hey, punch pattern, hey, like all these things that are kind of buzzwords. And like I can't give that to you. What I can give you is I love entertainment, and I need Tyson Fury and his, I guess this is his brother. Is that correct?
Half brother.
His half brother, Tommy Fury. Both these dudes, by the way, if they played for Great Britain on the World Baseball Classic team, they'd be the best two players. And then he's trying to jump up like at the end, he knows the fix is in. He knows it's a work. And he's like, yippee! I'm like, what? Like you're gonna do a little Mario celebration? Like you're gonna
That's pretty sweet that like it did leak and he got to like actually fight, because it looked more like a real fight than any of Jake Paul's fights before. All the fights of his I've seen, look scripted. All the rounds look scripted. I'm going to hit you this many times. You're going to get one counter in. No one gets knocked out really that hard.
So, in pro wrestling, his brother is a competitor. Logan Paul.
We saw him at the Royal Rumble.
And I mean, what did we see? Like a display, right?
Correct.
Like he's incredibly good. And now all these wrestlers.
Words, not mine.
Well, passes the eye test.
Okay.
And all these wrestlers go out and they say, like interviewers be like, hey, Logan Paul started the WWE. That's the greatest start in the history of WWE. And all these wrestlers go, he practices for a month for every match. Of course it's the best. And I can't help but think.
Because all these other wrestlers are like.
Every day.
They got to do this every day.
Yeah.
They travel the world.
Correct.
Yeah.
And Jake Paul's just in main event after main event, or Logan Paul is in main event after main event after main event. Cashing checks and getting views. I have to think it's the exact same formula for Jake Paul. How could it not be?
Of course it is.
You look at your brother, who's making all the monies in the world, and then you go, I can also make all the monies on pay-per-views, on Fight TV, on whatever's. And if you place it the way that they have on the right weekends, if you place it the weekend before Selection Sunday, if you place it, and also we haven't talked college basketball. I think I saw 6 games on the weekend go down to the final possession in college basketball, including our Lobos.
4 top 25 buzzer beaters.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Including banger D2 basketball in Las Vegas. But we don't even talk about it. Because Jake Paul, who's smarter than everyone.
He, I know this is just all a work, and I'm a sucker for even talking about it.
Same.
But they placed a last-minute bet that it's a winner-take-all fight. So Tommy Fury got the whole of the purse, right?
Sure.
But Jake Paul's production company and marketing team owns all the rights to the fight and everything. He made $30 million.
Isn't that crazy?
He lost and made $30 million.
No, he didn't lose. He did not lose at all.
The script said that he lost this time.
How many times that camera? And I know you didn't watch it, Tyler. So I'm sorry.
And the script being leaked, that's just a bigger work.
Yes, that's where I was going.
Yeah, it's a fake script to get us all pumped to watch and to see if it happens like the script says. It doesn't happen like the script says. So they could say, see, it's legitimate. Tommy Fury won, and he won the whole purse. This was legitimate. Thanks for your pay-per-view dollars, you fool.
We will end up with a Tommy Fury, who, by the way, not relevant. Not relevant at all. You cannot convince me he has relevancy. We will end up with a Tommy Fury.
For the fairer sex, he is a handsome dude.
Oh, my. Are you joking me?
I'm like, why are you boxing? You're going to mess up.
Yeah, don't mess that up.
Face. That's your real money maker, not
Correct.
your knuckles, son.
Yeah, and after you get done with this, do you go star in the new Baywatch movie? Oh.
Excellent idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be the lead role. He could be the lead bad guy.
Expendables 12 or something.
Yeah. I think there's only 3.
Well, he's going to box for a minute.
There's a new Fast and Furious coming out, which is going to be very good. But you will end up in some sort of hybrid tag team. Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Tommy Fury, Tyson Fury, Moneymaker. The name of the
Tyson
match.
Fury would beat up both the Paul brothers.
That's why there's some sort of work to it.
Not even boxing rules, like street rules.
Like
where the Paul brothers are armed with chains and 2x4s with nails sticking out. And Tyson Fury would still beat the hell out of him.
And there's a lone switchblade, but you have to find it.
You could throw a couple other YouTubers in too, and I think Tyson Fury still got it.
Yeah, he beat up that girl. What's her name?
Which girl?
I don't know how to watch YouTube.
Oh.
I couldn't. We were at the Super Bowl with all those TikTokers. You would have. Oh God, we should have took Tyler. I didn't even think about this.
Oh, the TikTok booth was hopping.
There was,
and I know nobody there.
Here's what I know about the TikTok booth. If you go up there, you have to start a sentence like this. Honestly, and then whatever you're going to say.
Oh, really?
Whatever you're going to say after that.
I didn't do a lot of eavesdropping.
Oh, I did.
The TikTok booth.
I stood like the Marble Man against the building, or against like the TikTok booth, just listening to them like correspond, like not in creepy old man slow way, but in like watching exotic animals at like a park, at like a zoo. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm like listening, and they keep going, honestly, I think I could do this dance better. Just say you can do the dance better.
Okay.
Why would you not be honest about this? Why do you have to proclaim?
Right.
Yeah. Honestly, This Starbucks coffee is pretty good.
That friend that's prefacing everything with honestly
hate
is
it.
the least honest
You're
about
right.
everything. It's
Filthy
none of it.
liar.
Yeah, everything.
Tyler, build out a set on this, okay?
I am.
So,
100%.
So as a liar,
yeah. Everyone here is well aware that I just fabricate. And people are like, oh, yeah, no, that's you.
oh, go on.
Yeah. But they have a different like verbiage, the TikTok world. So they'll be like something followers, something algorithm, something retention, something click through. And I'm over here like, okay, I can follow all that. But they all said the exact same sentences over and over again. Like they didn't really understand it.
Right.
But they only knew how to present it like they understood it. And because they all have this mutual respect of knowing that they're lying to each other,
Yeah.
no one challenges it up.
And I'm going to take your role of being old man on the porch real quick.
Yeah.
And these kids, you hear the way I said that?
Yeah.
These childrens these days, they don't have the attention span for a long conversation. It's 3-second jokes. They like trip and fall and scream. They get 1 billion views and then they're famous. You can't do an interview with these kids because they're like, this is going on so long. How long has this been? It's been 90 seconds. Jessica, it's been 90 seconds.
Has it honestly been 90 seconds? Yes. Yes, Jay Bird.
Honestly, this is taking forever.
All right, to be the resident young person here, I feel like 90 seconds is a long conversation. You know, like it's like a long for someone that you don't invest in prior, you know?
We do this show every single day, adjacent to 3 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
And people say to us, how? I go, honestly?
Stop it. You stop it.
I don't know.
You're gonna say it ironically a couple dozen times and it's gonna stick and I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna have to call you out and shame you until you quit ironically saying honestly all the time.
We need a segment like things TikTokers do, but I don't watch TikTok.
I wouldn't know.
So I couldn't tell you what they do.
I don't want the Chinese government spying on me.
I don't want anyone spying on me.
I do want some people spying on me.
You see the Mormons just had to pay out?
Yeah.
Like they're on to them. Everyone's on to everyone except for me.
You can't have all the genetic codes.
They have all the genetic codes.
Can't have all of them, Utah. You got to share.
That's the thing about Utah. No one's going to go there to get it.
Yeah. Share these genetic codes with the U.S. government. They've been totally honest and straightforward with us. The history of this country.
By the way, more on East Palestine where we get back. Everything's so bad. Here, hold on. Honestly, everything's really bad right now.
God, I hate you so bad right now.
Why do they do this? Tyler, how old are you?
25.
Do you have idiot friends like this?
No, I don't have TikTok even.
Well, why would you?
I don't know. I don't understand. I'm in the old man boat on this.
I know you don't have Instagram because when I was doing my history on you for the show, I found your Instagram from like high school, and I was like, he's not dating that girl anymore. Like that's all I could come away with from trying to learn you.
Bunch of lacrosse pictures.
Yeah.
Tyler got to skip out on all this because he's a fan of long form comedy. He gets to like hold his attention and tell a joke and have a bridge and a punchline and a setup.
That's true. I'm not on nearly the amount of Ritalin that I think the generation under me is on.
Yeah.
I feel like I think that can be the only thing I can figure.
He's not legally on the amount of Ritalin.
I'm not legally on the amount of Ritalin
right now. Monday through Friday, 4 to 7. He's totally not.
Wrapping out the program today, we're going to do the varsity whenever we get back. And then after we get done laughing, because that's our favorite thing in the world, we're going to change up. We're going to talk Alabama a little bit and NCAA basketball. And our last story of the day is one where we can include Tyler. Because, man, you told me a former NFLer has given up his NFL playing career to start a Pokemon trading card company.
That is accurate.
And he's making off like a bandit.
He has septupled his career earnings in less than a year.
Hear that, Tyler? There's still opportunity for. Hey, honestly,
did you hear that?
I think you can do it.
I think you.
Did I not tell you about this at the Super Bowl when I got so mad about this?
No, this one flew right by. You know when it was? It was probably the day I wasn't working and I was playing in a celebrity golf tournament. It probably happened on that day when I left you two alone to do all the hard work while I drank beer and got second place in a golf tournament with the Phoenix Coyotes. Excuse me, Arizona Coyotes.
Is that event tomorrow at the event center?
I believe it's tomorrow.
Let's confirm that. Talk about that too when we get back. Today's I-9 Varsity after the break. Cholo Transformer names. Okay. The varsity of Cholo Transformer names. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. the sports animal.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with more in the morning.
The traffic right now, westbound on Paseo, moving slow between I-25 and Coors. I-40 headed west this afternoon from the interchange to Coors is also moving slow. Then southbound I-25, Osuna to Comanche, we got congestion and slowdowns in that area as well. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
I just saw the scariest monster in a horror movie ever. Except the movie's real life and the monster is actually my gas bill. You know what I'm talking about. Insane. It's the home stretch for winter, and it's about time to heat things up with what could be a better alternative. A wood, pellet, or gas stove or fireplace insert from Dream Style Remodeling. You'll get names like Enviro, Blaze King, Cozy Heat, and Lopi. Plus, they're fuel efficient with low emissions and consistent heat all around. Dream Style makes it easy with 20% off select 2022 model stoves and inserts. Plus, easy financing, too. It's the 2022 model closeout sale, but it's only here through February 28th, so go see them today. And with tax season coming up, don't forget about the tax credits. You'll get up to 30% federal tax credit on qualifying stoves and inserts. Dream Style delivers statewide, and you can check out all the options in one of their amazing showrooms, 1460 Renaissance across from Sam's Club, or in Santa Fe at DeVargas Center. Look, just say no to winter by saying yes to a new stove or fireplace insert from Dream Style Remodeling.
Hey, fellas, how you feeling? A little tired, sluggish, way too often? It's Jeff Symbieta, and I have some help for you. New Mail has been helping men all over the country for years deal with things like fatigue, depression, weight gain, even erectile dysfunction. They will help you feel better. And for men and ladies who are dealing with hair loss, New Mail can take care of you as well. The number is 505-652-1688, or you can visit them online at newmail.com. That's NUMALE.com. The hair restoration options are state-of-the-art, and they work. New Mail's professionals will walk you through the options, then you choose what's best for you. Platelet-rich plasma hair therapy that uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells deep in your hair follicle, stops hair loss, you regrow hair. They offer an FDA-cleared clinical hair restoration laser proven to regrow hair. NeoGraft hair transplants produce natural-looking results in less than a week with no linear scarring. New Mail's at 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688, or online at newmail.com.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
It's time to think about your tax refund. And Jackson Hewitt wants you to think biggest. As in, we guarantee you'll get your biggest refund or your money back plus $100. Who offers that? Come to think of it, nobody. It's one of the biggest guarantees out there and why you can't just file with anybody. For your guaranteed biggest refund, go to Jackson Hewitt today. Your wallet will thank you. When every dollar matters, it matters who does your taxes.
Finding great people to hire is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's pretty difficult, right? Well, ZipRecruiter has mastered finding a needle in a haystack, so they take it to the next level. They make hiring so simple that it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. And that's why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Here's what it's like to use ZipRecruiter. They have so many qualified candidates that it's easier to find the right ones for your roles. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's a lot of needles. So how do they do it? ZipRecruiter's powerful technology sends you candidates who are a great match for your job, and you can even invite your top choices to apply. So if you want less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
There's an old saying that the family that plays together stays together. But the family that plays together at Electric Playhouse is competitive. They don't call it Electric Playhouse for nothing. The juices get flowing in Albuquerque's own immersive gaming and dining center. Family bonding has never been this much fun. So put away the Monopoly board, tell the kids to turn off the video game, and head to Electric Playhouse where they can be in the video game. There's 16 interactive areas of games and art where your body controls an environment exploding with colors and sound. When you get hungry, Electric Playhouse has food on site like pizzas, tacos, salads, and burgers. Mom and dad can even enjoy an adult beverage. Electric Playhouse's family bundle is Tuesday's sweet deal. That's 4 general admission gameplay passes and pizza and soft drinks. It's a $100 value for just $50. Don't have a family? Find 3 friends who like fun and pizza, and you're good to go. Log on to this station's website Tuesday at 9 a.m. to get your deal. Find your play at electricplayhouse.com.
Jeff Symbieta and JJ Bach. Wake up with the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Blood stain. Come on, yeah, come on, yeah, come on. You better give me that, yeah. And throw up the set, homie, throw up the set. You better take it back, yeah. And throw up the set, yeah, throw up the set. Now I got my Cobra shot.
So in the most disturbing news in Albuquerque history, boys, I mean, there's like 600 years of rich history here. The most disturbing news occurred today, according to Van, where, what was it? The All-Sup torpedo? What was it called?
All-Septimus Prime.
All-Septimus Prime or
Optimus Primo.
Optimus Primo,
Yeah,
who stands famously at the intersection of Lomas and 4th,
correct.
was, I thought, knocked over by wind, but you told me
A little
a
Nissan.
Nissan went to a brand new Frontier on it.
Correct.
Okay.
The way the Transformer fell on it, it might have been its final Frontier.
Oh. You're a big Star Trek guy.
Not even close. Wrong one. The other star.
League Office 280 at i9sports.com, 505-312-4999. Connect with i9 Sports, currently taking registrations for soccers, basketballs, volleyballs, cheerleadings. And they do it all over. It depends on what part of the city you live in. So if you're in Rio Rancho, you go to Rio Rancho. You're in the Heights, you go to the Heights. North Domingo Baca, by the way, is the jam right now. I don't know if anyone's been up there recently. It's only like $5 to be a member up there if you're like a senior. Got cool pools and stuff. It's a neat spot. But they let i9 Sports out there. I'm a big fan.
Nice.
King Meadows Park, which you mess with over there on the Rio Rancho side, Tyler, whenever you meet girls on Tinder.
Oh, yeah.
Super nice over there. What is that hum? Is the fan on again? What are you guys doing in there? You just living it up? Having a little party back there? Today's I-9 Varsity is the I-9 Varsity of Cholo Transformer names, okay?
Okay.
Cholo Transformer names. And this is because you kept referring to the Transformer as All-Septimus Prime.
Correct.
And Optimus Primo.
Correct.
Which were very good Cholo Transformer names.
Well
Thank you
done,
very
yeah.
much. Now, would you like me to go first or last?
You go ahead and go first.
Okay, Mateo.
Okay.
Mateo.
That's mine. I'm going with
I like where this is going. I'm really excited.
Going with Mateo.
Okay.
Mateo the Decepticon, like that.
It's on my list of Cholo Transformer names. I'm going with started with Mateo.
Okay.
It's a good one. It's like the Spanish Matthew.
Familiar.
Okay, cool.
A nice street here in Albuquerque too. St. Matthew, also known as San Mateo.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's what I got. All right, what do you got?
All right, first on my I-9 Varsity of Cholo Transformers, I'm going with the legend. You know him. He's the big yellow one. But if he was a Cholo, he'd be Bumblebee.
You just pop yourself on that?
Yeah, a little bit. Making myself giggle. I got some good ones, Fred.
Bumblebee is very good.
Bumblebee.
Tyler.
All right, well, I figure, all right, so instead of Autobots, we got the Autobots. Right?
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And I like where you were going with Bumblebee. I think we need to change Bumblebee, though, to Hominy.
Hominy? That's a good
All right,
one.
my
They're
dude's
both
yeah.
yellow.
Bumble Hominy.
Yeah.
I really hit that one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Cool. All right, Gabriel.
Okay.
It's
I figured it out, but I'm not gonna. No spoilers.
God is my strength.
I already figured it out.
Gabriel. All right.
All right. Next on my I-9 varsity of Cholo
Oh,
Transformers.
wait. From the texter, Gabriel. My bad.
Gabriel.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Okay.
It's my fault.
You know the T-Rex who can transform himself into a
T-Rex?
Correct.
Yeah.
Grimlock is his name.
Mhm.
But if he was a Cholo, he would definitely have on some way too thick, super dark glasses.
Yeah.
And he would be Grimloke. So it would be Grimloke.
Okay.
For the Cholo sunglasses, Lokes.
Yeah. No,
Shout out to Grimloke.
It's a very good one.
Thank you.
Yep. Tyler?
I'm glad you said Grimloke and not me. That was also on my list.
No way. Oh, I love that
Grimloke
so
was
much.
on my list.
Mhm.
Also, so we all know of Star Scream.
Okay.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, the prolific Decepticon. But have you heard of Sour Cream?
That's
Okay. On everything, baby.
Star Scream versus Sour Cream. Yeah.
Yeah, sour cream.
It's so good.
Diego.
Okay.
I cannot.
It's short and
Mateo and Diego and
so there you guys go. It's
Yep.
Diego.
Kind of a rogue Transformer next on my list. Not the most popular guy, but he was a hit from my generation.
Mhm.
Soundwave. You know Soundwave?
Oh, of course.
Everyone knows Soundwave. But if he was a Cholo, it'd be Soundway. Orale Soundway. Next on my I-9 varsity of Cholo Transformers.
Mijo.
He
Right.
also has a brother, Shockway.
Okay, does he?
So this is a duo here.
Yeah, they were matching bandanas.
Soundway and
get it.
Shockway.
Yeah. This is very good. Tyler, continuing the theme, today's I-9 varsity, the Cholo Transformers.
right. Well, every Decepticon unit needs a leader, and
Still
instead
with the bad guys.
instead of Megatron, yeah, I feel like they're easier than
Okay.
so instead of the leader Megatron,
Uh-huh.
I feel like we got Wedotron.
Excellent.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a deeper cut.
It's deep.
Strong work.
So, good thing I've been here 5 years, or I have to ask Griff what that one was. So it's very good. What about Luis?
You're just,
Luis.
you're just picking San Diego suburbs. Is that what you're doing here? San Luis, San Mateo, San Geronimo. What did you say?
I was gonna finish with Angel.
Okay.
Also, Juan is on my list. I don't know if I'm going too soon, but I got Juan.
Okay. These are all the saints from the Bible in Spanish.
At least in my version, there's no lady Transformers. All right, hold on. Steph Griff's here. She has one.
Okay, so I don't have an individual
Of course not.
name. I have instead of the Decepticons and whatever the other group is.
Autobots. everyone knows
Autobots.
that.
Okay, I've got the Albuquerque Thirsty Eights.
Okay.
Okay.
That's our group name.
Yep.
Or the East Side Glizzies.
Okay. I don't.
I like it.
Yeah, this is more like West Side Story that you just did. So if we ever did Cholo Side Story. Griff, you're so
Well, East Side for Howie's, right? Because they're on the East Side, and he serves up glizzies.
Yes.
So he's our commanding guy.
I like how Griff refers to Howie's sports page as a he. I really like that. It is not the entity that is Howie's sports page. It's Howie himself who's serving up glizzies. Last one, Van.
Oh, I got like 12.
All right, we'll run them real quick.
What was your first one? The Alabots and the what?
It was the Alabots, and I think instead of Bumblebee, I did Hominy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are both very good.
So I got the Alabots and the Decepticons.
It's very good.
Also, this is a niche answer here.
Yeah.
But there is a Transformer named Springer.
Oh.
And Springer just happens to be a boys' prison in northern New Mexico.
Would not have got
so
that.
I don't even have to change any language on that one.
Mhm.
He just gets to be Springer still. Because there are a ton of cholos there.
That's it's my bit you're doing.
Where you get to learn your choloing.
That not a verb.
Okay.
Definitely not a verb.
Also, the outer space transformer.
Okay, like a spaceship one.
Unicron. He's the destroyer of planets.
Bet.
But in Albuquerque, he'd just be Unicronic.
The destroyer of blunts.
Blazed all the time.
Yeah.
Actually, my Instagram handle.
Unicronic.
It's just Tyler with a drawn on unibrow. Last one, Tyler, before we go.
Last one, Ratchet. That one doesn't need changing.
Perfect.
Yep.
That one's just gonna stay
This
right
guy.
there.
This guy.
Very good. Hugo, Ignacio, Francisco, Gustavo. I had a bunch of them. I was ready to go.
Also, I got their favorite food order, which is also a Decepticon, the Omega Supreme. A lot of Omega Supremes being ordered at South Valley Taco Bells.
Good I-9 varsity today, boys.
It's one of the best.
I don't know if you got my bit.
I thought it was the saints from the Bible.
That's where it started.
And then it like started to sound like
I had to get more creative after you called me out on it.
Rancho Cucamonga suburbs.
Beautiful and historic Rancho Cucamonga. Whenever we get back, we're going to switch gears a little bit, actually. So if you like the show when it doesn't have punchlines, you're going to like it next segment because we got to talk a little bit about this Alabama basketball thing. We got to talk a little bit about what's going on with that university because I think over the weekend I saw a lot of parallels between it and New Mexico State, and I think New Mexico State is doing it the right way, and I think Alabama needs to figure their stuff out. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Hey, fellas, how you feeling? A little tired, sluggish, way too often? It's Jeff Symbieta, and I have some help for you. New Mail has been helping men all over the country for years deal with things like fatigue, depression, weight gain, even erectile dysfunction. They will help you feel better. And for men and ladies who are dealing with hair loss, New Mail can take care of you as well. The number is 505-652-1688, or you can visit them online at newmail.com. That's NUMALE.com. The hair restoration options are state-of-the-art, and they work. New Mail's professionals will walk you through the options, then you choose what's best for you. Platelet-rich plasma hair therapy that uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells deep in your hair follicle, stops hair loss, you regrow hair. They offer an FDA-cleared clinical hair restoration laser proven to regrow hair. NeoGraft hair transplants produce natural-looking results in less than a week with no linear scarring. New Mail's at 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688, or online at newmail.com.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Managing your online presence takes time, effort, and expertise. It can overwhelm even the savviest business owner. So, meet Cumulus Boost. We're experts at boosting the online presence for businesses of every type. We make sure potential customers can easily find you and really like what they find. Your website, online listings, consumer reviews, and more. Cumulus Boost. Online at cumulusboost.com. CUMULUS Boost.com.
Hey y'all, this is your girl Cheryl Underwood, and I want to tell you something. My digestive system used to make me feel sluggish, but those days are over. Now I feel great. That's because I increased my fiber intake with the Metamucil 2-week challenge, and I'm still hooked. I just took Metamucil every day for 14 days, and it's really that easy. Metamucil traps and removes the waste that weighs you down, so you feel lighter and more energetic. Now I never want to go back to that heavy feeling. Are you ready for the Metamucil 2-week challenge? For a coupon and daily support, sign up at Metamucil.com today.
Discover credit cards automatically double all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year, which means, wait, hold up. Question for the audio engineer.
Go ahead.
Did I read that right? Discover automatically doubles all your cash back?
Yeah, that's what the script says.
So if I get a Discover card right now, I can earn twice the cash back.
Apparently. Wait! Unlimited first-year cash back match, only from Discover. See terms and learn more at discover.com/match.
Mesa Detection Agency is now hiring for Level 1 security guards. Full and part-time schedules available. Mesa provides the best security to help keep their properties and clients safe. They offer benefits and job security. At Mesa, they're looking for individuals who are ready to work to be part of something greater in the community while working at their well-rounded professional and Class A properties throughout the Albuquerque area. Come to Mesa Detection Agency, where your voice, effort, and hard work is not overlooked. Go to mesadetectionagency.com or call 505-221-4647.
O'Reilly. Protect your engine against sludge and wear with a synthetic oil change. O'Reilly Auto Parts has 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for $35.95. Plus, get 2 times O Rewards points. Our professional parts people can recommend the supplies you need, including a filter, funnel, shop towels, drain pans, and more. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Don't just friggin' sit there. Get in the game right now at 888-922-0610.
You know, this something you can get a paper cut to. You know, something you can lay back and enjoy the leather seats. It is. Hey.
All right, Brandon Miller. Excuse me, Brandon Miller, who we talked about a lot last week. Obviously, he's kind of in the news cycle. Well, he is in the news cycle if you pay attention to sports at all. He gave the gun to Darius Miles. Darius Miles committed a murder. I don't have to use the word allegedly there. The university is claiming that Brandon Miller is a witness to this whole affair. A lot of people are claiming it would be difficult for me to not say I fall in this camp, that he's an accomplice. So Alabama's playing over the weekend, and all these teams, they do introductions. So they do visiting team or whatever. They do the Super Bland, number 2 from Carlsbad, New Mexico, shooting guard, Van Nunley. And what they go through them. But for the home team, lights drop down, smoke machine comes on. It's the hype. It's it's like 1996 Chicago Bulls. Like everyone kind of knows what that is. Everyone who listens to this show, I guess. So Brandon Miller, if you listen to 2 Minute on the Sports Animal, please be familiar with late 90s Chicago Bulls basketball.
Or 90s references in general.
Please
and thank you.
Also, like the old heads who listen to this thing, that's the basketball reference they get. They claim to quit watching basketball after that. You shouldn't have. It's very good right now. So this Brandon Miller cat, he comes out and they're doing the announcements. And when he comes out, he's got a teammate. I don't care what the teammate's name is. He comes out and he puts his arms wide like the way you would stand at TSA or getting into like a nightclub that Tyler's performing at.
Or the guy that is the boss of your varsity last segment.
Jesus.
Yes.
Yes.
How about Jesus? Mm-hmm.
And then he has a teammate pat him down.
Ugh.
And brainwashed, uppity loser Alabama fan is saying, who cares? I'll tell you who cares. It's the family of the victim.
Yes. You handed off a strap and you said you have no knowledge of it. You said you're worried about your friend, blah, 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 whatever you're going to say when this has to become official. But you, at the very least, are an accomplice. Unwittingly or not, you are an accomplice to a murder. And here you are a week later joking about it on a national stage.
And Nate Oates, the basketball coach, he's like, oh, I didn't know about it till after the game, till right now. Well, first of all, you're a liar.
Where were you standing?
You're an expletive liar. You're a coward. Because I'm looking at the NCAA field right now. Is Selection Sunday this Sunday? No, it's championship week next week. So 2 weeks. It's wide open. The best college basketball player in the world right now is playing in France. This thing is wide open.
Yes.
And Alabama thinks that they're going to try to climb the rungs to keep up with their football program and relevancy as a basketball program. Also, what is a Natty Championship going to do for you financial-wise? Half of a game day for a football game?
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of cowards at Alabama. There's a bunch of cowards at the coaching staff, the administration, everywhere that surrounds it. It's unwanted. It's unfortunate. Nate Oates is a liar. This Miller kid is an idiot. And he's going to go to the NBA, which I get. I'm not going to fault him for that. Go. But you got to fire some people. Because you didn't do anything 6 weeks ago. And now you're to the point to where you kept going, well, it can't get worse than this. It's only gotten worse.
And from their decision making, not even like buried facts from the event. This is on you, Alabama. It is your fault. This is from the way you handled it. This winning cures everything culture. If you're in the NFL, if you're with adults, professional athletes who are multimillionaires, who have families and lives, sure, winning cures everything. But this is going to set this kid's life on a trajectory that I don't know a lot of people can get back from.
Well, and also, loser friend of this show who's doing this is a witch hunt. He's fine. He's cleared. He's acquitted. First of all, you don't know what the word acquitted means.
Mm-mm.
Secondly, thanks for the call, Jim from Tuscaloosa. Like, I don't have interest in this narrative that surrounds this because everything that New Mexico State did right with their program, that's how wrong Alabama has done. New Mexico State said, press pause, we done. And they went, we done, as quickly as they could on everything. Hey, we done with this UNM thing. We don't need to do that no more. That makes sense to me. Hey, we're done with the season. We don't need to do this anymore. That makes sense to me. Hey, we're done with our head coach. We don't need him doing this anymore. That makes sense to me. And what's the NCAA do? Well, they're going to bring down heat. They're absolutely going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you self-govern in a way, that heat will be less.
Which they did none of that.
Alabama's done none of that.
They didn't even wait to get the story. They didn't even wait for an investigation. They're like, nah, kid, you can play. You're good. Because he's the best player on the team. He's one of the best players in the country. He's a top 5 pick. He might be the number 2 pick after Wembayama.
But Fred, they've been doing it all season long. That's his thing. Well, then he's been laughing about this all season long.
Yeah. Does it not make it right because it's been wrong for so long?
What are you doing stoking these flames, too? Like, Alabama is terrifying. They're Penn State creepy. Terrifying.
No, just the culture behind it?
Culture.
Okay.
Ohio State.
505-246-0610.
Hey, call.
Let's hear all about it.
You know how much exposure I have to universities? A lot. I can tell you where they get weird. There's only a couple universities that really aren't weird. Hey, UT in Austin, not weird.
It's weirder than you know. I've had some experiences.
I think
it's not big weird.
Yeah.
It's not big weird.
Well, I think it's not because there's so many graduates. Like, I can't just meet a UT graduate and be like, oh, that's a weirdo. I can meet a Penn State graduate and do that. I can easily do that. Oh, God, the other ones are Notre Dame. Notre Dame puts out some weirdos. You know who else does it to a lesser level that's not harmful but just weird? UCLA. Everyone I ever met that's like super pro UCLA, in their own way, they're out there.
I get the pride of your alma mater and
Same.
your sports. You had a pivotal moment in your life while you're attending the university. You
Love
saw
it.
Some great games.
Love it.
This can't be the whole of your personality. Like, if you live in New Mexico, your license plate should not be Roll Tide.
How many times,
Grow up.
outside of my favorite hat, how many times have you ever seen me wear Washington State gear? Maybe never.
Not often.
Maybe never.
Yeah. It's a weird flag to fly.
Well, I don't want
It's a
people.
weird hill to die on.
I don't want people thinking I'm Mark Ronchetti.
But did he also go to Washington State?
He did.
Okay.
Me, him, and Ryan Leaf. That's like the. It's like the core.
Don't forget about your boy Garner Minshew.
Who's been dodging the show for too long.
Let's get him. I'm putting notes Garner Minshew.
From the live chat, Wazoo is pretty freaky. Well, I escaped it.
Yeah, who builds a city and a university back there when there's a perfectly good coast? Right, there's beautiful little coastal cities.
You know how rivers work?
Feet away.
Clarkston and Lewiston's right there. Moscow, Idaho, right across the border.
Clarkston and Lewiston?
Yes.
Why don't they just call it Lewis and Clark University?
Well, so I also went there for junior college, but that was in St. Louis.
That's where they started. They went across the country to.
I grew up where Lewis and Clark started. I went to college where they ended. What a weird journey.
That's a very weird journey.
It's a weird journey.
Very weird
for
journey.
me.
You're into some weird stuff.
When I went to Washington, Tyler,
You're just justifying that Washington State weirdness.
it's weird.
Yeah.
Tyler, when I went to school in Washington to get my degree at Washington State University, I had to take a special K through 12 history class because the history I grew up with this nation involved like the murder and slaughter of all indigenous people.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go out to Washington and they're like, actually, ton of teamwork out here. And we figured out a way to do it all together. And my Midwest rear end was like, what are you talking about? That's not what French fur traders did. Like, I had no idea.
Right.
The regional history that I learned, not American history. I had to take like a kindergartner's class. Weird culture.
By the way, it's mostly smallpox. Let's get that clear. Not like the hands of the invaders. Like wasn't the biggest bulk of it. It existed.
Hey, where I grew up.
Not apologizing for it.
You know why there's so many forts in Indiana and Illinois?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Tyler, you don't know about this. Weird life. Let's grab Orlando before we go to the break. Orlando, we're up against it, but we always got time for you. What's up, brother?
That's awesome. I know I didn't get a chance to listen until late, so I'm not sure what you guys covered, but as usual, the little last 10, 15 minutes I listened to, pretty good.
Thanks, brother.
And about the New Mexico State thing, you're right. New Mexico State's kind of doing it the right way. Alabama's totally dropping the ball. Somebody needs to get fired, suspended, something with that program. Another weird thing, speaking of New Mexico State, is now end of the season and everything, and no postseason tournament for them. I mean, that's what since us disappointed Lobo fans haven't seen the NCAA tournament for a while. We always look forward to the Aggies, and now it's non-existent.
Well, that's
it's
a good
kinda
point.
Weird.
No, that's a super good point. That wouldn't even qualify with me. You know what we should all do here is watch Arizona State. Those two teams just played. They put on a banger of a performance. They're going to play after the season ends.
Ha! Watched it. Oh,
that was as good as it got.
Man, that game was killer. I watched the second half, which was the better half.
Yeah, best thing I've seen all year.
Arizona State was handing it tough, and then that three-pointer was clean, man, by Arizona State.
You know what's crazy about that game, Orlando? If me and you are watching it together, we're having the best night. We're cracking it up. We're cracking open beers. We're going to be a time to sit down and talk.
Having Arby's.
Yeah, dude, you are. Only you, Orlando. You and Tyler. But I go to sit down in this chair for this radio program, and I give the rundown to like our boss. Oh, we don't need any college basketball talk. That's not Lobos. No one cares. Well, it's the best game I saw. It was the best thing.
It was wicked. Good damn college basketball game, which had me pumped up for the Lobo game, which of course, I mean, how many freaking heartbreakers, man. It's like, we were down 4. I thought it was over, and then they come back. We actually have a chance to win, and then they let me down. It's like, talk about roller coaster.
Yep.
And again, too many heartbreakers this season. What the hell, man? Just when we have hope.
Man, you said it, though.
But anyway.
In the mix.
That's been par for the course for the Lobo. I mean, they started off hot, but when you lose 8 of your last 9 or whatever, But on the positive side, I'm a Laker fan too. Cowboys, Lakers, Dodgers. But started watching the Lakers game yesterday. They were down by 21. I'm like, I'm changing it, and they kept looking on the ESPN app, and they kept coming back. And next thing I know, they're only down by 6. So I start watching it. Lo and behold, they win.
Fresh coat of paint on that Lakers team.
Yeah, I'm just hoping they get to 500 before the end of the season.
Well, I got some bad news for you, buddy. LeBron James' ankle is bad. He's going to miss a couple weeks.
No.
They
finally got
he
some
hurt
pieces.
it, and then he stayed in. He should have just gone out, and it could be. And then Damian Lillard scoring 71 at age 34, and there's not many that have done it.
He's the only person who scored 60 or more in their 30s. No one else has done it.
Yeah.
Did he get any drug test after that, man?
And
I know
immediately
there's some
drug
stats
tested.
there, but anyway, fellas, I know. Thank you for taking the call.
You're the best,
I
brother.
went a little longer than you guys wanted me to, but go Lobos, go Lakers, go Arby's, and pleasure talking to you guys as usual.
Oh my God! Bye, Orlando.
Cheers, my dude.
He's so funny.
So I think the playoffs are better with LeBron James in it, especially Lakers and LeBron James.
Oh, he'll be back.
But they just got the pieces they needed to have like a competitive basketball team, and he immediately gets hurt.
It's a lie, is what it is.
God is obviously a Bulls fan.
This whole thing's a work. He just needs a couple days off. I'm telling you, he's gonna come back like a reset. On 2 bad knees. Like that's what this is.
Well, Paul Pierce action.
Yeah,
LeBron pooped himself.
The weirdest story in the NFL in the final few minutes that we'll have when we get back. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This is Andrew Perloff with a CBS Sports Minute. A report came out today that the Chicago Bears are looking to trade the #1 pick in the draft. That presumably means they're committed to third-year quarterback Justin Fields. And why wouldn't they be? He's one of 3 quarterbacks in history to run for over 1,000 yards. His passing needs work, but he's only 23 years old. Maybe if there was a sure thing in this year's draft, the Bears would think twice. The only problem is we don't know if there's a good enough player for anyone to want to trade up for. I'm Andrew Perloff.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, Maria in Miami, and Jules in Troy, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with high-quality supplies for every industry, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
O'Reilly. Don't risk getting stranded with a bad battery. Let the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts test your battery for free. If it needs to be replaced, get up to a $15 O'Reilly gift card after rebate with purchase of select Superstart batteries. For power, performance, and reliability, choose Superstart batteries at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You'll never forget your first car. And you certainly will never forget your first car wreck. When this happens to you, you need an attorney who can help you get your car fixed, help you get all the medical attention you need, and help you get all the money you deserve. Don't deal with the insurance companies without an attorney. They have teams of lawyers and adjusters whose sole job is to pay you as little as possible for your injuries. When you're in a wreck and you need a check, call Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys today. We'll work hard to get you all the money you deserve and to keep you out of the courtroom.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014. Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
It's time to think about your tax refund. And Jackson Hewitt wants you to think biggest. As in, we guarantee you'll get your biggest refund or your money back plus $100. Who offers that? Come to think of it, nobody. It's one of the biggest guarantees out there and why you can't just file with anybody. For your guaranteed biggest refund, go to Jackson Hewitt today. Your wallet will thank you. When every dollar matters, it matters who does your taxes.
Gotta be kidding me, dude.
Jim Rowe.
Dude, don't make me block you. Don't be the first.
On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
All right, kill this music, Tyler. We don't have time. We got to go to break. So, Van, give me the weirdest story in football. This is a giving up the glory of everything you've worked for forever in an attempt to nerd out. This is like two different. This is when worlds collide for me, Van.
Yeah, ex-Packers and ex-Giants linebacker Blake Martinez, who had a few really good years. Like, I know how you feel about linebackers, but he was one of the good ones.
What is that?
Dropped out of the NFL early, air quotes early, to have a Pokemon in sports memorabilia selling business.
What?
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I am talking about he quit his NFL career.
Okay. It's like an unboxing YouTube video or something?
Successful NFL linebacker making over $1 million a year, Blake Martinez, quit playing football to sell Pokemon.
Dog, he made $5 million in 7 months selling his Pokemon cars?
He made a little over $1 million in the NFL.
Tyler, get back on this microphone. I know you're learning something back there.
He made a little over $1 million in the NFL last year, and he made $5 million selling Pokemon cards in 7 months.
What are you doing? Nothing with your life, dude? What's up?
That is so crazy to me, though. Like, I mean, I've given away Pokemon cards for food stamps, but that's a new game.
That's
like,
yes. He sold one card for $672,000.
that is so crazy to me. I got like $40 of food stamps for a Charizard once. Like, that's close enough.
That's pretty sweet.
Like a foliage one?
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? Foliage?
Like the holographic. Is that the
Holographic. Thank you. Yeah.
I thought foliage was what came off of trees.
I also believe that to be true. So I just found his social media. It's just him and selfies. What's a booster pack? God,
So
dude,
a
I'm
booster
so old.
pack
Thank you.
is the small, like 10 cards, basically. It's not a deck. It's not like hundreds of cards that you're buying. It's like $5. You get 10 cards, a booster pack.
Dog, he tore his ACL and then he tore it up in the card trading game.
That's so smart. Oh, by the way, it's $5 million in sales, not $5 million in revenue.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I just found a little sneaky pool.
All right.
With fudging these numbers here.
That's what.
But still,
that's what they do.
Yeah, I mean, he could have bought $10 million worth of Pokemon cards and got $5 million for them. I'm not sure.
Tyler, can we have a real serious off-air conversation about exploiting your young, dumb friends using our intelligence as adults and how we can all make off like bandits?
That depends on how much Yu-Gi-Oh you guys have collected over the years, but yeah.
What is that word?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's
the cards. It's Pokemon.
It's
Yu-Gi-Oh.
another Pokemon.
Fred's mind right now.
Can we just rob someone?
Okay. Do we play basketball for Alabama all of a sudden?
That's a good point. Blake's breaks.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's not as good as Tyler's trades.
Yeah.
We can have that done in 2 minutes.
Well, he didn't call it.
Tyler's 2-minute trades.
Break Martinez would have been better, but that's cool too.
We can be the busiest at the strip mall in no time, guys.
That one off San Mateo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tyler's trades.
Final words, man.
Too much for the time allotted, my friend, but anything we didn't cover, which is a lot, check out tomorrow morning on the opening drive with Jeff, JJ, and A-Marie.
Good job today, Tyler. Good job,
Thanks,
everyone.
guys.
GG.
See you tomorrow, Burke.
Your Lobo men's basketball team plays at home Tuesday